Please write on the heading, time and work. Very important module for your examination. Time and work. Before we start with the problems, please write down a key point. Please write down, sir. Work is considered as constant unless specified. Work is considered as constant unless specified. Listen to this. Let us see what is the meaning of this statement. Suppose if I am traveling from my home to office every day I am traveling along the same path. Will the distance change? No, the distance will not change. That means, what is the meaning of something which is not changing? Something which is not changing is nothing but it is a constant quantity. That means distance is considered as constant and constant is nothing but a fixed quantity. Similarly, in time and work is considered as constant. Suppose for example, I went to my home. My mother asked me, please bring this kind of pen. 10 pens of this kind, please bring it from the shop, is what my mother said me. I went to the shop. I asked the shopkeeper, please provide me 10 such kind of pens. Shopkeeper searched the box. He found 9 pens. He told me that he has only 9 pens. I asked him to give the 9 pens. He gave me 9 pens. I took those 9 pens and went to the home. I gave the 9 pens to my mother and said that I brought 9 pens. If I tell my mother that I brought 9 pens, will my mother tell me that I have completed my work? No, she will not tell me that I have completed my work, because she told me to bring 10 pens. That 10, what she was referring to, is nothing but a constant quantity, right? That means work is considered as constant. Only when I bring 10 pens, my mother will tell me a statement saying as you have completed your work. You have completed your work, right? With the simple statement, let us see how beautifully we can solve a problem for time and work. Let us start with the first problem. Please here. Just listen to my next 5 minutes of class. Please don't write anything until I complete the next 3 problems. Your first 3 problems will form a foundation for the remaining 20 problems. Please listen to the first 3 problems very carefully. Question number 1. There are 2 people A and B. They wanted to complete a work. A takes 18 days to complete a particular task. B takes 36 days to complete the same task. The question is, if both A and B work together, in how many days the task will be completed? I will repeat the question. A takes 18 days to complete a particular task. To do the same task, B will take 36 days. But if they want to do it together, in how many days the task will be completed? Please hear. You might have seen this kind of problem so many times while preparing for your examinations. I'll solve in 2 methods. First, listen to the first method. Method 1. This is the method what you have seen till now in your life. Listen to this. A takes 18 days to complete one task. To complete one task, A will take 18 days. That means in one day, A will do 1/18th of the work. In one day, A will do 1/18th of the work. Similarly, B takes 36 days to complete the same task. That means in one day, B will do 1/36th of the work. In one day, B will do 1/36th of the work. If they work together, in how many days the task will be completed? That is the question. In one day, A will do 1/18th of the work. In the same one day, B will do 1/36th of the work. That means if they work together in one day, both A and B together will do. A will do 1/18 and B will do 1/36. If I take LCM 36, this will become 2 plus 1. This is 3/36. 3/36 is nothing but 1/12. In one day, they both together will complete 1/12 of the work. But to complete one work, they both will take 12 days. They both together will take 12 days to complete the task. This is method 1. If you observe method 1, step number 1 is a fraction, step number 2 is a fraction, step 3 is a fraction, Step 4 is a fraction. Step number 5, step number 6. All the steps, excluding the last step, which is your solution, is a fractional step. If you find any textbook using this approach, please throw the textbook to the dustbin. Please don't use any of these methods. Let us implement a different approach which is very simple to understand. Listen to this. What is the statement which I told before I started this problem? Work is considered as constant. Constant is nothing but a fixed quantity. That means work is a fixed quantity. Because work is a fixed quantity, you fix any value for work, you will get the same answer. For example, to make our problem solve in a less and easier approach, let us fix the quantity as LCM of the given numbers. LCM of 18 and 36. LCM of 18 and 36 is 36 units. That means I'll assume that I need to distribute 36 chocolates. If I distribute 36 chocolates, my work is said to be completed. Listen to this carefully. To distribute 36 chocolates, A will take 18 days. That means every day he will distribute 2 chocolates. First day 2 chocolates, second day 2 chocolates, third day 2 chocolates. At the end of 18th day, he will distribute all the 36 chocolates. That means A is nothing but 2 units per day, or it is 2 chocolates per day. Similarly, to distribute 36 chocolates, B will take 36 days. Every day 1 chocolate. So B is nothing but 1 chocolate per day, 1 unit per day. But the question is, if both of them work together, in how many days the task will be completed? If both A and B work, A in 1 day will distribute 2 chocolates. B in the same 1 day will distribute 1 chocolate. In 1 day, they together will distribute 3 chocolates. In 1 day, they will distribute 3 chocolates to complete 36 chocolates. How many days they will take? They will take 12 days, because 36 divided by 3 is nothing but 12, or 3 into some number should give you 36. That some number is nothing but 12 itself. Clear with that point? That means first method will always give you the answer in more number of time, more time. The reason is every step you are utilizing fractions and adding fractions, adding whole numbers. There is a lot of difference. Just to tell you the fact. Suppose if I have 3 numbers, 1, 2 and 3. If I ask you to add these 3 numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 is how much? You will tell the answer within a second as 6. But if I give the same number in the fractions, 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, you will definitely take more than a second to answer this. That means adding whole numbers is always easier than adding fractions. That is the reason we will not implement method 1. Method 1 will always give you the answer in more time. Method 2 will give you the answer in less time. Let us see how easily we can solve by using method 2 in the remaining problems. Clear with the first question, right? Next. Second one. Listen to this carefully. Second question. Second one. Same question and extend the logic. There are 3 people. A will take 12 days to complete the task. B will take 15 days to complete the same task. C will take 20 days to complete the same task. If all 3 work together, in how many days the task will be completed? In how many days the task will be completed? Same approach. LCM of 12, 15 and 20. LCM of 12, 15 and 20 is 60. 60 chocolates need to be distributed. A. To complete 60 chocolates, he will take 12 days. That means every day he will distribute 5 chocolates. 60 by 12 is 5. 5 units per day. B. Every day. 60 chocolates 15 days. 4 chocolates per day. C. 60 chocolates 20 days. 3 chocolates per day. But question says if all 3 work together, in how many days the task will be completed? So A plus B plus C will be 5 plus 4 plus 3, 12. In 1 day they together will distribute 12 chocolates to complete 60 chocolates. How many days? To 5 days. So your answer is 5 days. By solving in this approach, you will actually take lesser time, and most of the problems can be solved without using pen also. Let us see after few problems how we can solve the problem without using pen. First write down these 2 questions. Clear, Sanjay? Whenever one parameter is constant, make use of LCM concept. You will solve your problems much effectively. Clear, right? Third question. Please clear. Third one. Please don't write anything. Third question. Suppose if both A and B work together, they will take 30 days to complete the task. If only A works alone, he will take 90 days to complete the same task. If B works alone, in how many days he will complete the same task? That is the question, right? See here. No LCM, no fractions, nothing. We'll just make use of the concept what we used in method 2. Please see here. Same approach. LCM of 30 and 90. LCM of 30 and 90 is 90. 90 chocolates need to be distributed. See here. To distribute 90 chocolates, if both A and B work together, to distribute 90 chocolates, they will take 30 days. That means every day they will distribute 3 chocolates. 90 by 30. Every day they will distribute 3 chocolates. If A works alone, to distribute 90 chocolates, he will take 90 days. Every day he will distribute 1 chocolate. Every day he will distribute 1 chocolate. Assume that I am A and you are B. In one day I will distribute 1 chocolate. We both together will distribute 3 chocolates. How much you will distribute? 2 chocolates. That means B is nothing but 2 units per day. B is nothing but 2 chocolates per day. In one day B will distribute 2 chocolates to complete 90 chocolates. How many days he will take? He will take 45. Answer is 45. Clear, sir? Right? So no, you need not use any of these methods. Like the method 1 what I used in the first problem. You will easily get the answer. Why it is working so effectively is 90 by 30 is a whole number. It is not a fraction. 90 by 90 is a whole number. Again, it is not a fraction. Because you are making use of an LCM concept, all the numbers which you will get in the problem solving will be a whole number, and therefore you will take less time to calculate the values. Clear, right? I will also solve one more question, then you can copy it. Listen to this carefully. Fourth question. Fourth one. Fourth one. Suppose if both A and B work together, they will take 12 days to complete the task. If B and C work together, they will take 15 days to complete the same task. If C and A work together, they will take 20 days to complete the same task. Your question is, if all three work together, in how many days the task will be completed? If A works alone, how many days he will take? If B works alone, how many days he will take? If C works alone, how many days he will take? Listen to this. There are 4 questions in this particular question. Listen to this. You can actually solve this question within 15 seconds if you have practice of using LCM concept. Listen to this carefully. Same approach. LCM of what are the given days? 12, 15 and 20. LCM of 12, 15 and 20 is 60. Assume that I need to distribute 60 chocolates. To distribute these 60 chocolates, both A and B will together take 12 days. That means every day they will distribute 5 chocolates. To distribute 60, B and C will take 15 days. Every day they will distribute 4 chocolates. To distribute 60 chocolates, C and A will take 20 days. Every day they will distribute 3 chocolates. So if you see here, A plus A, B plus B, C plus C, 2A, 2B, 2C. If I take 2 common, it will become 2 into A plus B plus C. 2 into A plus B plus C is 5 plus 4 plus 3 is 12. It is 12 units per day. So A plus B plus C will be, A plus B plus C will be 12 by 2. 12 by 2 is 6 units per day. 6 units per day. Clear till this point, everyone? Clear, Sanjay? Yes. Clear? See here. If all three work together, in how many days the task will be completed? If all three work together, in one day how many chocolates they will distribute? 6 chocolates. In one day they will distribute 6 chocolates. To complete 60 chocolates, how many days they will take? 10 days. Your first answer is 10 days. Your first answer is 10 days. Similarly, if A works alone, in how many days the task will be completed? If you want A alone, keep A as it is. What is B plus C? B plus C is nothing but 4 chocolates per day, 4 units per day. Substitute it. A plus 4 is 6. A is nothing but 2 units per day. In one day he will distribute 2 chocolates. To complete 60 chocolates, how many days he will take? 30 days. So A alone is nothing but 30 days. Similarly, if you want B alone, keep B as it is in this equation. So it becomes B plus A plus C is how much? A plus C is nothing but 3 units per day. B plus 3 is nothing but 6. B is nothing but 3 units per day. In one day he will distribute 3 chocolates. To complete 60 chocolates, he will take 20 days. He will take 20 days. B is nothing but 20 days. Similarly, to find C alone, let us solve without using pencils. To find C alone, C, keep this C as it is. A plus B is how much? A plus B is 5 units per day. 5 plus C is nothing but 6. C is nothing but 1 chocolate per day, 1 unit per day. Every day he will distribute 1 chocolate. To complete 60 chocolates, how many days he will take? 60 days. C alone is nothing but 60 days. Clear with the approach? That means if you are using this approach, my suggestion for all of you is try to solve the same question by using the method which we were using earlier. That is by using a fractional method. One day you will do 1 by 12, 1 by 15, 1 by 20. Try to solve that method. After solve this method again. You will only realize which is the easiest method. I need not tell you that fact. You yourself will realize which is the best method to solve a particular question on time and work. Clear, right? Please write the solution. Very easy approach, sir. No fractions, nothing. Because you are not using fractions, the problems are becoming very simple. This is the same approach what we are using in time, speed and distance also. If you have seen the video of time, speed and distance, you will be able to correlate it. There we will take distance as constant. It all depends upon the question. Clear? Question number 5. Please see. Question 5. Fifth question. Suppose, see here. There are 2 people, Sneha and Bhuvana. If you read the same question is given in the sheet also, please here, I will explain you the question. There are 2 people, Sneha and Bhuvana. Sneha will take 24 days to complete the task. Bhuvana will take 36 days to complete the same task. If they work together, the combined salary of Sneha and Bhuvana is 500 rupees. Combined salary is 500. It is not the individual salary. So you are expected to find what is Sneha's salary and what is Bhuvana's salary. Individual salary is what they are asking. What is Sneha's salary? What is Bhuvana's salary? See here. Very simple way of solving it. Let us use the same approach. Please see here. LCM of 24 and 36. What is the LCM of 24 and 36? 72. So I need to distribute 72 chocolates. There are 72 chocolates that need to be distributed. You take any other number, still you will get the same answer. But why are we taking the LCM? Because we will end up only with whole numbers and thereby we will solve the problem very easily. Here, 72 chocolates. You can also take the multiples of 72. Multiples of 72 will also give you the whole numbers only. Right? Please see here. 72. To complete 72 chocolates, Sneha will take 24 days. Every day 3 chocolates, 72 by 24. To complete 72 chocolates, Bhuvana will take 36 days. Every day she will distribute 2 chocolates. Now, see here. Sneha's salary and Bhuvana's salary. If I want to find Sneha's salary, listen to this carefully. Sneha's salary. Sneha is distributing 3 chocolates in a day. Bhuvana is distributing 2 chocolates in a day. That means in one day, totally 5 chocolates are distributed, right? In one day, totally 5 chocolates are distributed. Out of total 5 chocolates, Sneha is distributing 3 chocolates. Out of total 5, Sneha is distributing 3 and the combined salary is 500. This is 5 into 100 is 500, 3 into 100 is 300. Sneha's salary is 300 rupees. That means out of total 500 rupees, if Sneha is getting 300, how much will Bhuwana get? Remaining 200, right? Otherwise, you can also calculate by using the ratios. Bhuwana's salary is out of total 5 chocolates distributed, 2 chocolates are distributed by Bhuwana and the total combined salary is 500. 5 into 100 is 500, 2 into 100 is 200. Sneha's salary is 300, Bhuwana's salary is 200. Clear with the approach? We can also solve by multiple methods. But because I am using a concept of time and work in this particular concept, I am using this approach. We can also solve by various approaches. You can solve by answer options, you can solve by ratios approach. There are several ways to solve this particular question. Clear, sir? Clear. Understand each and every problem, please write it after you understand the step. Clear, right? Sixth one. Sixth question. Please see here. Before I move on to the sixth question, let us discuss a concept. Listen to this carefully. The same concept we will use for time, speed and distance also in case of linear races. Listen to this concept. This is nothing but a compound ratio. Listen to this. Suppose I will take two examples. A is to B is 3 is to 5. B is to C is 4 is to 7. I want to find A is to B is to C. What is A is to B is to C? Listen here. Very simple approach. To find the first variable, multiply all the first terms. What is 3 into 4? 12. A is 12. Similarly, to find the last variable, multiply all the last terms. 5 into 7 is 35. Now you are left out with the middle variable. Middle variable is nothing but B in this case. Here. This is nothing but A is to B. A is to B. I need to find the value of B. Compare with original A is to B. Originally A value is 3. But here A value is 12. 3 is becoming 12. What is the multiplying factor? 4. 3 into 4 is only 12. Right? Similarly, 5 also multiply by 4. What is 5 into 4? 20. B value is 20. Or if you want to do it in a different approach, suppose this is B is to C. This is B is to C. Compare with original B is to C. Originally C value is 7. But here it is 35. 7 is becoming 35. Multiply by 5. 4 into 5 is 20. However, the way you want, you do it, you will still get the same answer. One more example. Suppose A is to B is 4 is to 1. B is to C is 2 is to 5. C is to D is 3 is to 2. I want to find A is to B is to C is to D. A is to B is to C is to D. Same approach. To find the first variable, multiply all the first terms. 4 into 2 into 3. 8 into 3 is 24. Similarly, to find the last variable, multiply all the last terms. 1 into 5 into 2 is 10. Now, this is A is to B. Compare with original A is to B. Originally A value is 4. But here it is 24. 4 is becoming 24. Multiply by 6. What is 1 into 6? 6. Again, this is B is to C. Compare with original B is to C. Originally B value is 2. But here it is 6. 2 is becoming 6. Multiply by 3. 5 also multiply by 3. 5 into 3 is 15. Clear with the approach? This is the concept of compound ratio. This is the concept of compound ratio. See here. Same concept we will execute in our problem. Listen to this. Question number 6. Please see the sixth question, sir. Sixth question. A does some work in 5 days, for which B takes only 4 days. That means it is given as A is to B is nothing but 5 is to 4. A will take 5 days, B will take only 4 days. Second statement. C does the same work in 3 days, for which B takes only 2 days. That means B is to C is nothing but how much it is given? B is taking 2 days, C is taking 3 days. It is 2 into 3. From this I can find A is to B is to C. A is to B is to C is. To find A, it is 5 into 2, 10. Similarly, to find C, it is 4 into 3, 12. Now if you observe, A is to B, compare with original A is to B. 5 into 2 is 10. 4 into 2 is 8. That means this is something like A takes 10 days to complete a task. B takes 8 days to complete the same task. And C takes 12 days to complete the same task. Now read the next part of the statement. If all of them complete the job working together and rupees 7.4 is the daily wages for their combined work, find A share. Here, what they are telling, A plus B plus C is nothing but totally they are getting 7.4 rupees. How much A is getting in the question? This is exactly similar to Sneha and Bhavana question, previous question, right? There only 2 people were there, now there are 3 people. It makes no difference. Please here, same approach. 10, 8 and 12. What is the LCM? 120. LCM is 120. That means A in one day will distribute 12 chocolates, 12 units per day. B will distribute 15 chocolates. 120 by 8 is 15. C will distribute 10 chocolates. If all three work together, or what is asked, what to find the share of A. Let us find only what is A's salary or A's share. See here. A's share is nothing but in one day A will distribute 12, B will distribute 15, C will distribute 10. 12 plus 15 plus 10. It is 37. In one day they will distribute 37. Out of 37 chocolates, A is distributing how many chocolates? 12 chocolates. And the combined salary is 7.4 rupees. 37 into 1 is 37. 37 into 0.2 is 7.4. So it is 12 into 0.2. 12 into 0.2 is 2.4. That means A share is 2.4 rupees. Similarly, you can find B share and C share also. But for this problem, it is not required because it is not acted in the question. Clear with the approach, right? Please write it. This is based on compound ratios. You need not use any variables called as x. Let it be x, afterwards it will be x plus y, whatever it is. Nothing is required. Just know the concept, simple concept of compound ratios, executing the problem. Clear, right? Please write down. This question is exactly similar to the previous question. Only thing is, 2 people were asked in the previous question, now the number of people has been increased. It makes no difference in the approach. Right? Can I move to the next problem? Right. 7th one. 7th one is a very good question. Please listen to this. 7th question. Please see here. 7th one. A and B can do a job in 12 days. So it is given as A plus B is 12 days. Similarly, B and C can do it in 16 days. B plus C 16 days. Forget about the next part of the question. What all you can do from this data? First find it out. Then it will be very simple. See here. What is the LCM of 12 and 16? LCM of 12 and 16 is 48. 48 chocolates need to be distributed. To complete 48 chocolates, A and B will take 12 days. Every day 4 chocolates. B and C will take 16 days. Every day 3 chocolates. Right? Every day 3 chocolates. This is what I can find from this given information. Next, continue with the question. After A has worked for 5 days, and B has worked for 7 days, C can complete the rest in 13 days. C will come, he will take 13 days and he will complete the remaining work. What it will lead to, after A has worked for 5 days and B has worked for 7 days, C can complete the remaining in 13 days. This entire thing will lead to the completion of the work. But what is work? Work is nothing but completion of distributing these 48 chocolates. right? That is what I told you in the first example. If I complete distributing these 48 chocolates, my work is said to be completed, right? That means you can replace this variable called as work by a number called as 48, because work is nothing but a constant quantity, right? That is the beauty of taking the LCM. Please see here. Listen to this carefully. Now, if I take 5 common in the first two terms, if I take 5 common and write it as a plus b, it becomes 5a plus 5b, but here it is 7b. How much is pending? 2b. Remaining 2b is left over. 2b plus 13c is nothing but 48. Similarly, 5 into a plus b. In the last two terms, if I take 2 common and if I write it as b plus c, it becomes 2b plus 2c, but here it is 13c. Remaining how much? 11c. 11c is remaining. This is nothing but 48. Why did I write like this? Because I know the value of a plus b, I know the value of b plus c also, right? Substitute that. This is 5 into 4, 2 into b plus c is nothing but 3, plus 11c is nothing but 48. 11c is nothing but 48. This is 5 into 4 is 20 plus 6. 26 if I bring to the right hand side, it becomes 11c is nothing but 48 minus 26. It is 22. 1c is nothing but 2 units per day. In one day he will distribute 2 chocolates to complete 48 chocolates. How many days he will take? 24 days. C alone is nothing but 24 days. If you observe the flow of this question, we did not even complete the question also. We did not even read the complete question till we got the answer which is asked in the given question itself. What is the question? In how many days can C complete the work alone? Can C do the work alone? That is what we got here also. That is the beauty of using LCM concept. Clear with the approach, right? Please write down. Very, very, very important question. Understanding, right? I think it is very clear why I replaced work by 48. What is work? Work is nothing but completion of distributing the 48 chocolates. If I complete distributing these 48 chocolates, which is a constant quantity, then the work is said to be completed. It is similar to the example what I told initially. My mother asked me to bring 10 pens, but I brought only 9 pens. If I bring 10 pens, then the work is said to be completed. Clear, right? 8th question. 8th one. I think you are able to understand why method 1 is not that efficient compared to method 2. That is what you need to practice more and more problems to understand which is the easier method comparable. Right? It all depends upon person to person. Next question. 8th one. Eighth one. See here. 8th, 9th, 10th, all of them you can solve without using pen. But let us solve with pen. See here. 8th question. A can do a work in 15 days. So it is given as A is 15 days. A is 15 days. After working for 3 days. After working for 3 days. That means A worked alone for 3 days. He was joined by B. He was joined by B. Next. If they complete the remaining work in 3 more days. That means in next 3 more days, they both together will complete the remaining work. This will lead to the completion of work. This will lead to the completion of work. What is the question? In how many days can we complete the work alone? In how many days can we complete the work alone? They are asking what is B alone. B alone, if you are work alone, in how many days you will complete the task? See here. If you observe this question, there are no 2 days in this question to take the LCM. There are no 2 days. But why are we taking the LCM in the previous question? The only reason to take the LCM is to avoid fractions. Right? There is 15 days given in the question. 15 days, something divided by 15. I should not get it as fraction. What should be the something value? It can be any multiple of 15. Suppose if I take 15 units of work need to be completed. This is my assumption. You can still take any other value, you still get the same answer. Suppose 15 units of work need to be completed. 15 by 15 is 1. It is not a fraction. 30 by 15 is 2. It is not a fraction. 60 by 15 is 4. It is not a fraction. You take any value here, which is a multiple of 15 or a non-multiple of 15, you will end up with the same answer. You need not have 2 days to take the LCM. It is the main purpose of taking the LCM is to avoid fraction. That you need to understand, right? See here, I'll assume that 15 units of work need to be done. 15 chocolates need to be distributed. To complete 15 chocolates, A will take 15 days. That means every day he will distribute one chocolate. Every day he will distribute one chocolate. See here, this is nothing but A worked for 3 days. After 3 days, he was joined by B and they both complete the remaining work in 3 more days. This will lead to the completion of work. But what is work? Work is nothing but completion of distributing this 15 chocolates. That means I can replace this work by a number called as 15. By a number called as 15. You know the A value. A is nothing but 1. So it is 3 into 1 plus 3A is again 3 into 1. Plus 3B is nothing but 15. This is 15. 3A, 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 I bring it to the right hand side. It becomes 3B is equal to 15 minus 6 is 9. B is nothing but 3 units per day. In one day he will distribute 3 chocolates. To complete 15 chocolates, how many days he will take? 5 days. Answer is 5 days. If B works alone, he will take 5 days to complete the same. Approach clear, right? Whenever you have a constant quantity, make use of LCM. Thereby you will not only reduce your complexity of the problem by working with whole numbers, you will also work with numbers rather than using variables. Right? Please. Hold on. I will solve next question also because both are more or less the same varieties of questions. I will solve 9th question, then you can copy it. Please see here. Question number 9. A and B can do it in 12 days. A plus, it is given as A plus B is 12 days. B plus C is 15 days. C plus A is 20 days. C plus A is 20 days. So if you remember, we solved this question already, but the actual question was different in that particular question. What all we can solve from this particular data? Let us solve it off. 12, 15 and 20 LCM is 60. So it is A plus B is 60 by 12, 5 chocolates per day. B plus C is 60 by 15, 4 units per day. C plus A is 3 units per day. 3 units per day. If I add all these things, A plus A, B plus B, C plus D, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2 into A plus B plus C is nothing but 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 chocolates per day. A plus B plus C is nothing but 6 chocolates per day. 6 units per day. This is the same question what we solved till here in question number 4 or 5. Right? See here. Now continue the next part of the question. Second statement. They all work together for 6 days and then A left. See here. They all work together for 6 days. If they all work together, in one day they will distribute 6 chocolates. In 6 days, how many chocolates they will distribute? 36 chocolates. In one day, 6 chocolates. They all worked together for 6 days. In 6 days, 36 chocolates is completed. Out of what is the LCM? LCM is 60. Out of 60 chocolates, 36 is already completed. Remaining is 60 minus 36. 24 chocolates are still remaining. Remaining are still 24 chocolates. What is the actual question? And then A left. Now A left. In how many days can B and C complete the remaining work? What is B plus C efficiency? B plus C is nothing but 4 chocolates per day. In one day they will distribute 4 chocolates. How much is remaining? 24. In one day 4 chocolates. To complete 24 chocolates, how many days they will take? 6 days. Answer is 6. I think approach should be very clear by using the concept of LCM. The same questions will look very complex if you use the concept of fraction. That is what we use it in method 1. Right? Whenever there is a concept of constant, whenever one parameter is becoming a constant quantity, make use of LCM. It will reduce your time complexity to a greater extent. Right? Please write. Clear, right? Let us move on to the 10th problem. I think after solving these 9 questions, your 10th question should not be a difficult question. Please see here. Very simple question. More or less the same way like the 9th question. Please see. 10th one. A and B can complete a job in 12 days working together. So it is given as A plus B is 12 days. A plus B is 12 days. Second statement. A alone can complete it in 16 days. A alone in 16 days. Forget about the next part of the question. What all you can do from this? Please write it down. LCM of 12 and 16 is 48. 48 chocolates need to be distributed. To distribute 48 chocolates, A and B will take 12 days, 4 chocolates per day. A alone will take 16 days, 3 chocolates per day. Clear till this point? Right. Next statement, please see here. Both of them worked together for 3 days and then B left. They worked together for 3 days. If they are working together, in 1 day they will distribute 4 chocolates. In 3 days, how many chocolates they will distribute? 12 chocolates. That means out of 48 chocolates, 12 chocolates are already distributed. 12 chocolates are already distributed. Remaining chocolates are 48 minus 12. Remaining 36 chocolates need to be distributed. Remaining 36 is still pending. And then B left. Now B is leaving the job. In how many days will A complete the remaining work? Now there are 36 chocolates pending. A alone, in 1 day he will distribute 3 chocolates to complete 36 chocolates. How many days? 12 days. Answer is 12 days. I think it is becoming very easy once you understand the concept behind taking the exercise. Clear, right? You can take any other number also. Suppose you take 50. You like a number called as 50. You take 50. 50 by 12 is not a whole number. It is a fraction. 50 by 16 is not a whole number. It is a fraction. They both will work together for how many days? 3 days. You find it for 3 days how many work is completed. Subtract it from 50. Remaining you will get. From there you will get how much is B. How much is A. Still you will get the same answer as 12 days. But only disadvantage with that 50 is these are all fractions. Working with fraction will always take more time compared to working with whole number. Clear with the approach? Please write down. Clear, sir? Next. 11th one. 11th one is one of the most important questions. Please listen to this very carefully. Little bit of calculation is involved in this question. Please understand it very carefully. Please see here. Please don't write until I complete the problem. I'll give sufficient time for you to write. Please see here. 11th question. 11th one. If 9 men and 12 boys can do a piece of work in 4 days, and 4 men and 16 boys can do the same piece of work in 6 days, how long will 6 men and 24 boys take to complete the same work? Please see here. Listen to this. What they are telling in the first statement, 9 men and 12 boys can do a piece of work in 4 days. 9 men and 12 boys. They will take 4 days to complete the task. They will take 4 days to complete the task. That is what is given in the first statement. Second statement, 4 men and 16 boys can do the same piece of work in 6 days. 4 men and 16 boys can do the same piece of work in 6 days. So your question is, how long will 6 men and 24 boys, 6 men and 24 boys take to complete the same work? How many days they will take in the question? Please see here. Listen to this very carefully. Men into days is equal to 1, right? Men into days is equal to 1. But work is nothing but a constant quantity. That means men into days is equal to constant. Men into days is equal to constant. See here. Men. How many men are there in the first condition? 9 men and 12 boys. Here men does not represent only men. Men is nothing but people. 9 men and 12 boys. So men is nothing but 9 men and 12 boys. 9 men and 12 boys. Into how many days they will take? They will take 4 days to complete the task. They will do a particular work. Similarly, 4 men and 16 boys. So it is 4 men and 16 boys into how many days they will take? They will take 6 days to complete the same piece of work. Your question is 6 men and 24 boys will take how many days to complete the same task? Please see here. If I call these two equations as equations 1 and 2, right hand side of both the equations are same. Equate the left hand side. If I equate the left hand side, 9m plus 12b into 4 is equal to 4m plus 16b into 6. 4m plus 16b into 6. So this becomes 9 into 4 is 36 plus 12 into 4 is 48 is equal to 4 into 6 is 24 plus 16 into 6 is 96. If I bring this side, if I bring it that side, 36 minus 24 is 12m. 96 minus 48 is 48b. 12m is equal to 48b. 1m is equal to 4b. 48 by 12. 1m is equal to 4b. Clear, right? Clear to this point? See here. What is the question? How many days will 6 men and 24 boys take to complete the same piece of work? To complete the same piece of work. That means they are telling 6 men and 24 boys will take how many days? The days I don't know. That is what I am calculating. I will call it as D. To complete the same piece of work. To complete the same piece of work. If I call this as equation 3, right hand side of equation 1 and equation 3 are same. Equate the left hand side. Or right hand side of equation 2 and equation 3 are same. Equate the left hand side. However, the way you want to do it, you will still get the same answer. I am equating equation 1 and equation 3. See here. If I equate equation 1 and equation 3, this becomes the left hand side is 9m plus 12b into 4 is equal to left hand side of equation 3 is 6m plus 24b into d. 6m plus 24b into d. But there is a relationship between men and boys. 1 man is equal to 4 boys. Substitute there. 1 man is 4 boys. 9 men is 9 into 4 boys. 9 into 4 is 36. 36 boys plus 12 boys into 4 into 4 equal to 1 man is 4 boys. 6 men will be 6 into 4, 24 boys. 24 boys plus 24 boys into d. So this becomes 36 plus 12 is 48. 24 plus 24 is also 48. 48 and 48 cancels. This becomes 4 is equal to d, or in other words, d is equal to 4 days. That means 6 men and 24 boys will take how many days to complete the task? 4 days to complete the task. Clear with the approach? If you observe this question, 9 men and 12 boys, it is an AND condition. 4 men and 16 boys, it is an AND condition. Whenever the question is an AND condition based question, make use of men into days is equal to 1. Clear, right? What if it is and or? That is my next question. Clear, right? Please write on this question. Very important question. Put a star mark on this question. Very important question. This kind of questions are repeated so many times in examination. Approach clear, right? First two equations I am taking, and then I am finding a relationship between men and boy. I am making two variable equation to a single variable equation in this manner. That is what I am trying to make. It is not mandatory that you should convert this to boy. You can also convert b to m. You can write in terms of m. Still you will get the same answer. However the way you want you do it, you still get the same answer. Clear? 12th question. See here. 12th is a very good question. 11th is a question of and. 12th is a question of and or. It is an or condition based question. Please see here. I'll solve it in two methods. Whichever the method you want, you pick it up. Please see here. 12th question. 12th one. 3 men or 4 boys will take 50 days to complete a task. Will take 50 days to complete a task. How many days will 4 men and 3 boys take to complete the same task? How many days will 4 men and 3 boys take to complete the same task? Please see here. 3 men or 4 boys will take 50 days to complete the task. To do the same task, how many days will 4 men and 3 boys take to complete the same task? Please see here. I will solve it in two methods. Listen to this carefully. Method 1. See here. What is the first statement? 3 men will take 50 days to complete the task. Or 4 boys will also take 50 days to complete the same task. That means, can I say that work done by 3 men and work done by 4 boys and work done by 4 boys. Both are same, right? Why? Because they both are taking same number of days to complete same task. They are doing the same task. They are not doing something different work, right? They are taking same number of days and they are doing the same task. So work done by 3 men and work done by 4 boys both are same. That means it becomes 3m is equal to 4b, 3m is equal to 4b, 1m is equal to 4 by 3b, 1m is equal to 4 by 3b. Again, compared to the similar to the previous question, I am converting one variable to the other variable, right? Okay. Please see here. What is your question? Your question is 4 men and 3 boys will take how many days to complete the task? Will take how many days to complete the task? So this becomes 4 into 1m is nothing but 4 by 3 boys. 4 into 4 by 3b plus 3b will take how many days? It becomes 16 by 3b plus 3b is how many days? If I take an LCM it becomes 16 plus 9. 25 by 3 boys will take how many days to complete the same task? That is my question, right? See here. If you observe the question, here it is a variable of boys. Here also take boys variable. So my question reduces to, if I rephrase my question, it becomes 4 boys will take 50 days to complete the task. 4 boys will take 50 days to complete the task. 25 by 3 boys will take 25 by 3 boys will take how many days to complete the same task? That means you made your difficult question look like a very easy question. But my actual question is how to solve it further. How to solve it further. At this point of time, so many students will make mistake thinking that it is a cross multiplication. It is a cross multiplication. They will think like 4 into question mark is equal to 25 by 3 into 50. Thereby you will get the value of question mark. But that is incorrect. Why it is incorrect? Listen to this. I'll just take a small example. Suppose this is an example. Suppose 7 men will take 14 days to complete a task. 10 men will take how many days to complete the same task? 10 men will take how many days to complete the same task? See here. 7 men will take 14 days. 10 men will take how many days to complete the same task? What did you say? You said that it is a cross multiplication. Suppose if I cross multiply, let me cross multiply. This becomes 7 into question mark is equal to 14 into 10. It is 14 into 10. So your question mark is 14 into 10 divided by 7. This is 7 into 1, 7 into 2. So your question mark is 2 into 10 is 20 days. That means if you see your question again, 7 men will take 14 days to complete a task. 10 men will take 20 days to complete the same task. Is it possible? Just think logically. There are 7 men initially. They will take 14 days to complete some work. If I increase the number of men, will the number of days also increase? No. The number of days should definitely decrease. Men and days are always inversely proportional to each other. If I increase the number of men to complete a particular task, obviously the number of days to complete the task will go down, right? That means it is not a question of cross multiplication. You should never cross multiply. It is not always cross multiplication. You should know when to cross multiply, when not to cross multiply. So this is not a question of cross multiplication. Then what else we need to do then? What is that we need to do other than cross multiplication? See here. Suppose, let me take a small example. If 1 pen is costing you 5 rupees, 1 pen is costing you 5 rupees. What is the cost of 7 pens? What is the cost of 7 pens? What is happening here? The number of pen increases. 1 pen is costing 5 rupees. I am purchasing 7 pens. Number of pen increases. If the number of pen increases, the amount paid to the shopkeeper also increases, right? Right. That means pen increases, number of pen increases, price also increases. That means they are directly proportional to each other. When two quantities are directly proportional to each other, you need to cross multiply. But here, men and days are inversely proportional to each other. If the men increases, days decreases. Men and days are inversely proportional to each other. When two quantities are inversely proportional to each other, you should never cross multiply. You should multiply them parallelly. That means you should multiply them like this, parallelly. 4 into 50. 4 into 50 is equal to 25 by 3 into question mark. 25 by 3 into question mark. This is 25 into 1, 25 into 2. Your question mark is 4 into 2 into 3. It is 24 days. Answer for this question is 24 days. Clear, right? This is your method 1.
Please remember, whenever two quantities are inversely proportional to each other, you should never cross multiply. Answer for this question, in your answer options, if you observe the answer options, definitely there will be one answer option which will be given, where the answer is nothing but the cross multiplication of this expression, right? Because they will definitely expect you to make a mistake by using such cross multiplication approaches. It is not always cross multiplication. Please remember, when two quantities are directly proportional to each other, it is cross multiplication. When two quantities are inversely proportional to each other, you should always multiply them parallelly. It is parallel multiplication. Clear, right? Please write on this. Very, very important question. This is still method 1. We'll also see how we can easily solve this question without using any of these approaches by using method 2. Right? Please write on this. Again, in method 1, you can also use a different approach. What is the method that I used here? See here. 3 men is 4 boys. 1 man is 4 by 3 boys. 1 man is 4 by 3. You converted the variable called as m to a variable called as b, and then you used b variable. You can also do it other way. 3 men is equal to 4 boys. 1 boy is 3 by 4 men. 3 by 4 men. Convert the variables, both the variables to men. Solve the question by using men. Still you will get the same answer as principle. Right? However, the way you want, you will end up with the same answer. It all depends upon person to person. Which method you are comfortable with, please use that method. Clear? Method 2. See here. You need not do any of these things. Method 2 will straightforward give you the answer. Please see here. Method 2. Method 2. See here. Whenever it is an or and based question, always remember days divided by and by or. Days divided by and by or. What is the meaning of this? Listen to this carefully. Days. What is the days given in the question? The days given in the question is 50. So it is 50 divided by, 50 divided by, and by or, and by or. Listen to this. There are two variables involved in this question. There are two parameters in this question. One is man, the other is boy. The other is boy. You take any variable at a time. Suppose if you are taking men parameter, do not worry about the boys parameter. Or if you are taking boys parameter, don't worry about the men parameter. Take any one parameter at a time. Suppose if I take men parameter, finish off and by or condition. That means here, what is the coefficient of men in and condition? Coefficient of men in and condition is nothing but 4. 4 and divided by or. Coefficient of men in or condition is nothing but 3. So, and by or for men is over. And by or for men is over. Next. Same thing. And by or for boy. Coefficient of boys in and condition is 3. Divided by coefficient of boys in or condition is 4. You simplify by taking an LCM. You still get the answer at 24 days itself. That is what we got in method 1. Please here. This is not important for me. Suppose this question has only 2 variables. If the question has more than 2 variables, no change in the approach. Suppose 1 man or 2 women or 3 boys will take 57 days to complete the task. Will take 57 days to complete the task. In how many days will 1 man and 1 woman and 1 boy complete the same task? Complete the same task. Same approach. Days divided by and by or. Days given is 57 divided by and by or. 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 over. Take the LCM, simplify the task. Understanding the approach, whether it is 2 variables, 3 variables or any number of variables, it makes no difference with respect to the approach called in method 2. But if you are using method 1 for this particular question, where it involves 3 variables, it will be a very difficult question, because you need to involve 3 variables and you have only 2 equations, and it will be a lot of trouble for you while solving that equation, right? Method 2 will give you the answer in 2 steps. Method 1 will give you the answer in multiple steps. It is completely up to you which method to choose. Please write it down. Day divided by and by or. Understanding the approach? Please write it down. I think whenever you encounter a question on or and AND condition, please remember it is day divided by and by or. It can be any number of variables. Method 1 also will give you the answer, but you should be smart enough to use which approach. Because it is not only important to solve a particular question in your examination, it is very important how you solve that particular question. It all depends upon the time in the examination, right? You need to see how best I can solve that particular question to reduce the time for that particular problem, right? It is not solving the question. Anyone can solve this question. This question we have studied in our school days also. It may be no different solving the same approach, right? Please write it. I think it is done, right? Next. Let us solve. Let us continue the problem. Please write down the heading. Problems based on alternate days. Put a star mark on this concept. Problems based on alternate days. Very, very important concept. Problems based on alternate days. Problems based on alternate days. Problems based on alternate. Please see. I will solve 2 questions. 2 questions are more than sufficient for you to understand the concept. Please see here. First question. That is your 13th question in your sheet. Please see here. 13th question. A takes 6 days to complete a task. A takes 6 days to complete a task. B will take 9 days to complete the same task. B will take 9 days to complete the same task. If they work alternatively, what is the meaning of working alternatively? First day if A works, second day A will not work, B will work, third day again A will work, fourth day again B will work. Alternate days they are working, right? If they work alternatively, in how many days the task will be completed? In how many days the task will be completed? If A starts the work. First question is if A starts the work. If A starts the work. See here. If A starts the work. Listen to this. Easily we can solve this question. Listen to this carefully. Same approach, sir. A takes 6 days, B takes 9 days. What we can find from this? LCM of 6 and 9 is 18. 18 chocolates need to be distributed. To complete 18 chocolates, A will take 6 days. 3 chocolates per day. 3 units per day. Similarly, B will take 9 days. 2 chocolates per day. 2 chocolates per day. Please see here. Listen to this carefully. A is starting the work. That is the first question. First day A is coming up. There are totally 18 chocolates in a particular box. A is coming on day 1. First day. What is A's capacity? In entire one day he will distribute 3 chocolates. First day A will distribute 3 chocolates. Second day B will come and he will distribute 2 chocolates. Again third day A will distribute 3 chocolates. Fourth day B will come and he will distribute 2 chocolates. Like that the process keeps on continuing until all the chocolates are over in the particular box. Right? See here. But the problem if I keep on doing like this is what if this 18 is a bigger number? Here 18 is a very small number. What if it is some other bigger number in this place? Right? It will consume lot of time. So let us not continue this approach. Let us move on to a different approach. Right? This here. First 2 days. A distributed 3 chocolates. B distributed 2 chocolates. In the first 2 days, how many chocolates were distributed totally? 5 chocolates, right? In 2 days, 5 chocolates are distributed. In 2 days, 5 chocolates are distributed. But totally you need to distribute 18 chocolates. Totally you need to distribute 18 chocolates. 5 should become 18, but 5 cannot become 18. There is no integral multiple to become 18. So what is the multiple of 5, which is just beyond 18? 15. 15 is a multiple of 5 which is less than 18, right? So assume it as 15 chocolates. That means 5 is becoming 15. Multiply by 3. 2 also multiply by 3. It becomes 6 days. It becomes 6 days. That means in the first 6 days, 16 chocolates are completed. That is nothing but writing these 3 and 2 once again. If I write these 3 and 2 once again, what will I get? A 3 days, and B 2 days. B 2 days. It is nothing but First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. It is 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15 chocolates. That is what I got here also, right? That means in 6 days, 15 chocolates are completed. Out of 18 chocolates, 15 are already over. How much is remaining now? Remaining are 3 chocolates. 3 chocolates are remaining in the box. 6 days are over. Who will come on the 7th day? A will come on the 7th day because A is working on first day, third day, fifth day. He is working on odd number of days. A will come on 7th day. 3 chocolates are remaining. What is A's capacity? In 1 day he will distribute 3 chocolates. To distribute 3 chocolates he will take one entire day. That means 6 days are over. 7th day A will come. He will look into the box. There are 3 chocolates remaining in the box. He will pick those 3 chocolates. Entire day he will distribute all those 3 chocolates. That means entire 18 chocolates will be distributed in 7th day. That means 7 days are required to complete a task if A starts the work. If A starts the work. Similarly, suppose if B is starting the work. Listen to this carefully. Same approach. If B starts the work. Please see here. If B starts the work, first day B is working. Same approach, sir. First day B is coming. He will distribute 2 chocolates. Second day A will come. He will distribute 3 chocolates. First 2 days, 5 chocolates are over. First 2 days, 5 chocolates are over. But I need to complete 18 chocolates. 5 multiple of 5, which is close to 18, is 15. Exactly similar to this one, right? 5 is becoming 15. Multiply by 3. 2 also multiply by 3. It becomes 6 days. First 6 days, 15 chocolates are over. How many chocolates are remaining now? Remaining chocolates are 3. Now there are 3 chocolates remaining. Who will come on 7th day of this case? In this case, B will come on 7th day because B is starting the work. B will work on odd number of days. 7th day B will come up. But what is B's capacity? In one entire day, he can distribute only 2 chocolates. Suppose I am B. I saw that there are 3 chocolates in the box. But my capacity is to distribute only 2 chocolates. I will pick only 2 chocolates from the box. I will distribute on the entire 7th day. That means 7th day, at the end of 7 days, 15 plus 2 more chocolates distributed by B. 17 chocolates are over. Out of 18 chocolates, 17 are over. How many is remaining? Remaining is 1 chocolate. That means now 7 days are over. Who will come on 8th day? A will come on 8th day. A's capacity is in one entire day he will distribute 3 chocolates. But when he looks into the box, there are no 3 chocolates left. There is only 1 chocolate left. That means he does not require the entire day to complete that 1 chocolate. A's capacity is 3 chocolates per day. In 1 day he will distribute 3 chocolates. But he needs to distribute only 1 chocolate. 3 chocolates are not required now. Only 1 chocolate is pending. 3 is becoming 1. Multiply by 1 by 3. Here also multiply by 1 by 3. 1 into 1 by 3 is 1 by 3 days. 7 days are completed. Extra 1 by 3 days are required to complete the remaining 1 chocolate. So your answer is 7 days plus 1 by 3 days. Your answer is 7 1 by 3 days. That means if A is starting the work, it will get over in 7 days. If B is starting the work, it will get over in 7 1 by 3 days. Do not assume that both the answers will always be same. It will be 7 and 7. It may or may not be. Understanding the approach? If A starts the work, in this particular example, it is 7 days. Suppose if B is starting the work, they will take 7 1 by 3 days to complete the task. Clear, right? Please don't use any fractional simplifications like A takes 6 days, in 1 day 1 by 6, B takes 9 days, in 1 day 1 by 9. That is the method on what we discussed in the first problem. After first problem, we are not interested in solving by that approach because you understood that is not the best method. Right? Clear. The only reason why it is becoming so easy is because you are using a concept of LCM. By using a concept of LCM, you will make your values as a whole number values, and thereby your problems become very simple. Clear? 14th question. 14th is a very good question. Students will make mistake in this question. We'll also discuss what is the mistake that might have. 14th question. Fourteenth one, please see. It is also a question based on alternate days. 14th question. A takes 50 days to build a wall. A takes 50 days to build a wall. Building a wall is nothing but a positive work. So I am taking it as plus 50. B takes 60 days to demolish a wall. Demolishing a wall is nothing but a negative work. So I will put a negative sign before. A takes 60 days to build a wall. A takes 50 days to build a wall. B takes 60 days to demolish a wall. See here. Same question. There is no change in the approach. If they work alternatively, in how many days the task will be completed? If A starts the work. Listen to this carefully. If A starts the work, suppose, same approach. What is that we did in the previous problem? LCM of 50 and 60. LCM of 50 and 60 is 300. It is 300. That means 300 chocolates need to be distributed. To complete this 300 chocolates, he will take 50 days. Every day he will distribute 6 chocolates. 300 by 50 is nothing but 6. Right? 6 chocolates per day. Similarly, to distribute this 300 chocolates, B will take 60 days, or it is nothing but a negative work. That means every day he will take away 5 chocolates. Negative work is nothing but taking away the chocolate which is already given. That is also a negative work, right? He will take away 5 chocolates. Your question is, how many days the task will be completed if A starts the work? See here, first day A is coming up. He will distribute 6 chocolates. Second day B is coming up. He will take away 5 chocolates. Third day A will come. He will distribute 6. Fourth day B will come. He will take away 5. Like that this process continues. The number is 300. It is a bigger number, right? Here. If I use a different approach, first 2 days, A will distribute 6 chocolates. B will come on the second day. He will take away 5 chocolates. That means together A and B in 2 days. In 2 days A and B together, how many chocolates they have distributed? Only 1 chocolate. 6 minus 5. Only 1 chocolate is distributed. But how many chocolates need to be distributed? Totally 300 chocolates need to be distributed. 1 should become 300. Multiply by 300. 2 also multiply by 300. 2 into 300 is 600 days. Answer for this question is 600 days. This is the first mistake students will do. Right? This is the first mistake students will do. 600 is an incorrect answer. We'll also see why it is incorrect. Right? What we studied in the previous, what we approached in the previous problem. This problem also same approach we are using, but still it is a mistake. We'll also see why it is a mistake. Please see here. 600 days is incorrect. See here. Listen to this carefully. Suppose in 2 days, first day A will distribute 6 chocolates. Second day B will take away 5 chocolates. That means in the first 2 days, they both together will distribute how many chocolates? Only 1 chocolate. It is only 1 chocolate. Okay, see here. First 2 days they both will distribute 1 chocolate. Let me multiply by 294. Why am I multiplying by 294? That also I will tell you after some time. Please see here. If I multiply by 294, 1 into 294 is 294. 294 chocolates are over. 2 into 294 is 588. 588 days are over. That means at the end of 588th day, 294 chocolates are distributed already, right? 294 chocolates are already distributed. Out of 300 chocolates, 294 chocolates are already distributed. How much is remaining? Remaining are 6 chocolates. Remaining 6 chocolates need to be distributed. 588 days are over. Who will come on 589th day? A will come on 589th day because A is working on first day, third day, fifth day. A is working on odd number of days. 589th day also A will come. Now there are 6 chocolates remaining. What is A's capacity? In one entire day he will distribute those 6 chocolates. He will come on 589th day. He will look at the box. There are 6 chocolates. He knows that his capacity is 6 chocolates per day. He will take away the entire 6 chocolates. Entire day he will distribute all those 6 chocolates. That means at the end of 589th day itself, all the 300 chocolates are over. Answer for this question is 589 days, not 600 days. Not 600 days. Clear with this? Clear, right, everyone? That means then why 600 is incorrect? Why multiply by 294? Listen to this. 2 questions are there in our mind. See here. Why 600 days is incorrect? Listen to this carefully. 588 days are over. A will come on 589th day. There are 6 chocolates pending. He will come on 589th day. He will take 6 chocolates. 589th day itself, all the 6 chocolates he will distribute. At the end of 589th day itself, all the 300 chocolates are over. That means work is said to be completed. Work is said to be completed. When the work is said to be completed, problem also is said to be completed. Right? That means what are you doing in this case is actually 589th day itself is work is completed. But even though if the work is completed, you are allowing a person called as B on 590th day and you are asking him to take away 6 chocolates or 5 chocolates. B's capacity is taking away 5 chocolates, right? That means even though the chocolates are over, you are allowing the person B to take 5 chocolates from you people on 590th day. But my question is, why should you allow person called as B on 590th day, right? Work is already completed here. Why are you again continuing the work? Work is completed means it is over. You need not continue the work again, right? That means it is completed on 589th day. Then what is the 600? 600 is nothing but the work is said to be completed on 600th day for the second time. You will allow 590th day B should come and take away 6 chocolates or 5 chocolates, whatever the chocolates is his capacity. He will take 5 chocolates on 590th day. 6 chocolates again he will distribute on 591st day. Again 592nd day take away 5 chocolates. Like that the process keeps on continuing. Again all the chocolates will get over on 600th day. The 600th day is nothing but the work is getting over for the second time. It is not the first time. But the question is for first time. Whenever the question is asked, it is by default it is assumed at the first time, right? Answer for this question is 589. Next, what is the doubt we had? Why multiply by 294? Why multiply by 294? See here, very simple. Suppose this is 2 days. This is 2 days. 2 is an even number. 2 multiplied by any number. You multiply 2 with any number of your choice. It will become an even number, right? It will become an even number. Even number of days will get over here. Next day is an odd number today, right? It is a number which is an odd number. 589 is an odd number day. Who will come on odd number according to this first question? A will come on odd number. What is A's capacity? In one day he will distribute 6 chocolates. You know the capacity of A. So what you do is, out of 300 chocolates which was initially present in the box, because A is coming on 589th day or the odd number today, you take away 6 chocolates from those 300 chocolates box. Put those 6 chocolates in a separate box and ask A to take it later. How many chocolates are remaining right now? 294 chocolates. Ask 294 chocolates to be distributed first. Tell A and B to distribute these 294 chocolates initially. That is why I multiplied by 294. 1 should become 294, therefore I multiplied by 294. Suppose if the capacity of A is 7 chocolates per day. Just an example I am telling you. Suppose if A is 7 chocolates per day, then what I will do is, I will multiply by 293. Out of 300, I will take away 7 chocolates and keep it as a separate box. There are only 293 chocolates are remaining. 1 should become 293 multiplied by 293. It all depends upon the value of E. Clear with that point? It all depends upon the value of E. This is if A starts the work. I think both the points should be very clear, right, sir? Why 600 is incorrect? It is not only, you should always know why this is incorrect. It is not only learning what is correct for you. It is better to learn what is wrong. Eliminate that incorrect thing and make it as a correct thing. That is what we are doing right now. right? You should always run what is wrong first. You should not do that mistake in your examination. Keep in mind that this kind of mistakes happen. Eliminate those mistakes. Continue forward with the correct one. That is what needs to be done. Clear, right? This is if A start the work. First write down the A start the work. We'll also discuss if what if B start the work. Please write down. I think y multiplied by 294 also should be very clear for you by now. You have doubts, sir? No? Thank you. If B start the work, please here, same approach. Result is clear. Let me write here. If B start the work, second question. If B start the work, suppose if B is working, in how many days the task will be completed? If B is starting the work, in how many days the task will be completed? A is 6 units per day, B is minus 5 units per day. First day B will come. There are 300 chocolates in the box. But what is B's role? The role of B is to take away 5 chocolates. It is not distributing. Role of B is to take away 5 chocolates. The chocolates are only not distributed. How will a person called as B take away 5 chocolates? Right? It is impossible. It is not possible. That means B will come on first day, but he will not do any work. He will not work. Right? First day B is not working. Second day A will come. He will distribute 6 chocolates. Third day B will come. He will take away 5 chocolates. Third day B will come. He will take away 5 chocolates. Fourth day A will come. He will distribute 6 chocolates. Like that the process continues. See here, it is very simple compared to the previous first question. See here. Suppose B is coming on first day. He is not working. My question for you is, will that day be considered? Will that day be considered or not? Suppose for example, here, B is working. Suppose you are coming to my class. Assume that you are not listening to my class. If you are not listening to my class, will I tell that the topic is not completed? No. And obviously tell that my topic is completed. It is you that you did not listen to my class. It is not my fault, right? So that means you came to my class, but you did not listen to my class. But that doesn't mean that the topic is only not completed. The topic is said to be completed. Similarly, if I want to tell you a different example, suppose your college will start on June 1st. Just a hypothetical example, your college starts on June 1st. But you did not come on June 1st to the college. You came to the college on June 4th. Just an example, sir. You came to the college on June 4th. But do you say that the college started on June 4th? No, right? The college started on June 1st itself. Suppose if someone asks you, when did the college start? You will still say the answer as June 1st only. Because you did not come for the first 3 days, that does not mean that the college did not work on those 3 days. Right? The college was opened and it was a working day for them. Similarly, B did not work on first day. Why B did not work on first day? Because he did not have anything to work. Because he did not work on first day, it is foolish to tell that the day itself is not there. That day is accountable day. That day should also be taken into account. Right? This is first day. This is 1 day. Similarly, A6 days B minus 5. A6 B minus 5. From here, it is exactly nothing but your previous question. How many days it happened? 589 days. Answer for this question is 1 day where B did not work because he did not have any work. Plus the 589 days similar to the previous question. Question number 1. Answer for this question is 590 days. Please be very careful, sir. Your 13th question was a very easy question. Your 14th question is also an easy question, but it is a tricky question. Students will make a lot of mistakes in this question. The best thing is, please think that take away the 6 chocolates from the person A because he is coming on the odd day and keep the 6 chocolates away. Remaining is 294 days. Clear with the approach, right? I think everyone should be clear why 600 is incorrect. Why multiply by 294? Those are the 2 things that you need to know in this question. Right? Please write down. I think this should also be very clear. Why this day is also counted. Right? You are coming on, that college is starting on June 1st, but you are not coming. That does not mean that the college is only not started. The college is started. Clear, right? Please write it. Clear? If you observe, there is a beautiful question in IIFT, which one of the management examinations. See here, the question goes like this. I will not solve that question, I'll just give you a hint. The question goes like this. A frog is there in a well. Height, all those things were given. A frog is there in a well. First day it goes up by 2 units. Second day it slips by 1 unit. Third day it goes up by 2 units. Fourth day it slips by 1 unit. In how many days the frog will come out of the well? In how many days the frog will come out of the well? The height of the well is given. Height is nothing but this one, right? In how many days the frog will come out of the well? It is exactly the same question what we have solved right now. Right? It is exactly the same. There is no change in the approach. Understanding? You need to understand the reasoning behind the question. Just by looking into the question, if you are able to identify that frog based question is a question based on time and work, I think you have understood the concept behind the question. Understanding? Question you should read properly, you should understand properly, you should execute, you should understand from which topic it is being asked. Right? Please write. I think it is done, right? Please see here. Let us continue further. 3 more questions. Very good question. Question number 15. See here. If you observe the sheet, please see here. Question number 1 to question number 14. If you see the question, all the questions are based on time and work. These many people are taking these many days to complete the task. If these many people are there, how many days they will take to complete the same task? That kind of question. It is a question on men and days. It is a question on men and days. There are 3 more questions which are there in the sheet. 15, 16 and 17. These questions, if you observe, these questions are questions based on pipes and cisterns. Pipes and cisterns. You might ask me a question. Sir, pipes and cisterns is a very important topic for competitive examination. I have seen so many books where pipes and cisterns itself is a separate topic, and there are close to 30 to 40 questions in pipes and cisterns. Why are you solving only 3 questions? Why are you solving only 3 questions? That is the question what you are asking me, right? If you are asking me this question, my answer to that question is just wait for 1 minute. Just wait for 1 minute, you will realize why pipes and cisterns only 3 questions are more than sufficient, right? Please hear. Let us read the question first. 15th question. 2 pipes L and M. 2 pipes L and M can fill a tank in 36 minutes and 45 minutes respectively. Suppose it's the same sentence. If I want to convert it to men and days, how will the sentence will be there? See here. 2 people A and B can construct a wall in 36 days and 45 days respectively. Is there any change in the first statement? No change in the first statement. Second statement. A third pipe N can empty the tank in 30 minutes. A third person C can destroy the wall in 30 days. No change in the second statement. Third statement. Initially both L and M are opened. Initially both A and B are working. No change in the third statement. Fourth one. After 7 minutes. After 7 days. Pipe N is also opened. Person C also works. No change in the fourth statement. Last statement. In how much time from beginning the tank will be full? In how many days from beginning the wall will be constructed? No change in the fifth statement. That means if you are studying pipes and cisterns as a separate topic, take my word, you are actually wasting too much of time while preparing for your examinations. Pipes and cisterns, men and days, there is no difference other than the difference of variables. There is no difference. Clear, right? That means in the first 14 questions, wherever you have men and days, wherever you have men, replace the variable called as men by a variable called as pipe. Similarly, replace the variable called as days by a variable called as minutes or hours. it becomes a question on pipes and cisterns. It becomes a question on pipes and cisterns. There is not even a single difference between men and days and pipes and cisterns. Both are exactly the same. Instead of men, you will take it as pipes. Instead of days, you will take it as minutes or hours. It depends on the question. Understanding, right? Please don't read pipes and cisterns as a separate topic and waste your time while preparing for the examination. Clear, right? But having said that, let us solve these three questions. Let us solve these three questions so that you will also realize that there is no change in the approach what we have solved till now. Right? 15th question. Let us solve 15th question. Please hear. I will again read the 15th question. Listen to this question. 15th one. Two pipes L and M can fill a tank in 36 minutes and 45 minutes respectively. L will take 36 minutes to fill a tank. M will take 45 minutes to fill a tank. That is what they are telling them. Right? Second statement. A third pipe N can empty the tank in 30 minutes. There is one more pipe called as N. It will empty the tank in 30 minutes. Emptying is nothing but a negative word. I will put a negative sign. Same approach. Let us not read the next statement. Let us do what all we can do from this given data. See here. Same approach. LCM of 30, 45 and 30, 36, 45 and 30 is 180. In the previous men and days problems, I was writing as 180 units. But because this is a question on pipes and cisterns, I will make it as 180 liters. That is the only difference that I will make. Right? That means 180 liters is the capacity of the tank. 180 liters of tank needs to be filled. 180 liters of tank needs to be filled. To fill this 180 liters, L will take 36 minutes. Every minute he will fill 5 liters. 5 liters per minute. 180 by 36 is 5. Similarly, M will take 45 minutes. 180 by 45 is 4. 4 liters per minute. N will empty in 30 minutes. That means 180 by 30 is 6. Every minute he will empty 6 liters. Clear till this point? Same approach, no change in the approach. Now continue with the question. Your next part of the statement is initially both L and M are opened. After 7 minutes, pipe N is also opened. That means for the first 7 minutes, only L and M are working. Right? What is L plus M? L plus M is 5 plus 4, 9. 9 liters per minute. What is the meaning of 9 liters per minute? In 1 minute, they both will fill 9 liters. But they together will work for how many minutes? 7 minutes. 1 should become 7. Multiply by 7. 9 also multiply by 7. 9 into 7 is 63. That means first 7 minutes, 63 liters of tank is already filled. It is already filled. Out of 180 liters, 63 liters is already filled. How much is remaining? Remaining is 180 minus 63. 117 liters. Clear to this point? 117 liters. After 7 minutes, pipe 10 is also opened. After 7 minutes, pipe 10 is also opened. That means pipe L and M will be working as usual. This person or this pipe will also start working. So it is L plus M plus N. L plus M plus N is 5 plus 4, 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 liters per minute. That means in 1 minute all 3 will fill 3 liters. But how much need to be filled now? 117 liters. Remaining is 117 liters. 3 should become 117. Multiply by 39. 1 also multiply by 39. It is 39 minutes. Clear, right? Now read the question. Your actual question is, in how much time from beginning the tank will be full? Please be very careful. You started the question from here, you ended here. But in a hurry, you will mark the answer as 39 minutes. 39 is incorrect. What is the question? In how much time from beginning? Please underline that word, beginning. In how much time from beginning the tank will be full? Beginning means the first 7 minutes are also considered. Answer is 7 minutes plus 39 minutes. 7 plus 39 is 46 minutes. Answer for this question is 46 minutes. 39 minutes will also be definitely one of your answer options. If the question framer is an intelligent person, you will definitely keep 39 minutes as one of your answer options. Right? Please hear. I will also solve 16th question simultaneously because there is a slight difference between 15th and 16th question. If I can explain you both the questions simultaneously, your way of understanding will be much better. Please hear. 16th question. Two pipes P and Q can fill a tank in 12 minutes and 15 minutes respectively. There are two pipes P and Q. It will fill in 12 minutes and 15 minutes respectively. This is what is given in the first statement. A third pipe R can empty the tank fully in 6 minutes. R can empty in 6 minutes. So it is minus 6 minutes. It is minus 6 minutes. Forget about the next part of the question. Do what all you can do. 12, 15 and 6. LCM is 60 liters. 60 liters is the capacity of the tank. So P is 60 by 12, 5 liters per minute. Q is 4 liters per minute. R is minus 10 liters per minute. R is minus 10 liters per minute. Till here, from compared to the previous question, it is exactly the same. Right? It is exactly the same. Second, next statement. P and Q are kept open for 5 minutes initially, and then pipe R is also opened. For the first 5 minutes, only P and Q are working. After 5 minutes, R3 will start working. See here. First 5 minutes, P plus Q is 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 liters per minute. That means in 1 minute they both together will fill 9 liters. But they will work together for how many minutes? 5 minutes. 1 is becoming 5. Multiply by 5. 9 also multiply by 5. It is 45 liters. 45 liters of tank is filled. 45 liters of tank is filled. Out of 60 liters, 45 liters is already filled. How much is remaining? Remaining is 15 liters. 60 minus 45. 15 liters of tank need to be filled. 15 liters of tank need to be filled. What is given in the question? P and Q are kept open for 5 minutes initially, and then pipe R is also opened. That means P and Q will also work with R. So it is P plus Q plus R. Till here it is exactly same like the previous question. Please see here. P plus Q plus R is 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 10 is minus 1 liters per minute. Minus 1 liters per minute. What is the meaning of minus 1 liters per minute? That means from now onward, for every 1 minute, 1 liter of water or whatever it is will be emptied. It will be emptied because it is a minus sign. It is a negative sign, right? That means will the tank be filled from this point of time? The tank will never get filled from this point of time, right? That means because it is always empty, because it is minus, right? That is the difference between this question and this question. In this question, because it is a positive sign here, the tank will be filled. The tank will be filled. But in this question, because it is a negative sign here, the tank will never get filled. Please read the next part of the question. What is the actual question? Find out whether the tank will get filled or emptied. After that, we understood that it will be emptied, right? And in how many minutes after that? Please underline that word, after that. In how many minutes after that? See here. As of now, 45 liters of tank is filled. It is filled. From now onward, the tank will never get filled. It will be emptied. From now onward, 45 liters is filled. 45 liters is filled. In 1 minute, I will remove 1 liter from now onward. To empty this 45 liters, how much time I require? 45 minutes. Every 1 minute, I will take away 1 liter. To empty 45 liters, I will take 45 minutes. Answer for this question is, the tank will be emptied and it will be emptied in 45 minutes. Very good question, sir. Please don't use any fractions or the thing for this kind of pipes and system questions. I think by solving 15th and 16th questions, you might have also realized that it is a question based on men and days. It is a question similar to men and days, right? There is no change in the approach. Wherever you have pipes here, replace it by men. Wherever you have minutes here, replace it by hours. Days. It becomes a question on men and days. Clear with the question? This is a question where the tank will be filled. This is a question where the tank will never get filled. Please write down these two questions. Very good question. Approach clear, right? This is how you need to solve, sir. It all depends on the way you solve. Clear? 17th question. Please see here. 17th question. see here. Before we read the question in the sheet, just listen to me. If you listen to me, it is more than enough. Please see here. Suppose there is a tank. There is a tank. The capacity of the tank is 10,000 liters. 10,000 liters is an imaginary tank, sir. There is nothing called as 10,000 liters. It is a very huge one. But just for example, I am taking it as 10,000 liters. After 2 minutes, you will understand what is that exactly, right? There is a tank of capacity 10,000 liters. Example. I will bring that tank. I will keep it in front of. I will keep it in front of you. The tank, the 10,000 liter tank it is completely filled. It is completely filled. You cannot even drop a single drop of water to it, right? It is completely filled. So, because the tank is completely filled, what is the only thing that I can make from the tank? I can remove the water. I can empty the tank, right? The only process which I can do from the tank as of now is emptying the tank. Emptying the tank. So, I will start emptying the tank. I will keep on emptying the tank. How much I will empty the tank? I will empty the tank in such a way that for every 1 hour, I will take away 500 liters from the tank. I will take away 500 liters. Initially it was 10,000. I can only empty the tank as of now because I cannot fill even a drop of water. So I will start emptying the tank. For every 1 hour I will take away 500 liters. First hour I took 500. Second hour I took 500. Third hour I took 500. Fourth hour I took 500. Like that I kept on doing the work. I will keep on emptying the tank. Every 1 hour I will keep on removing 500 liters. When I keep on removing 500 liters from the tank, at some point of a time, the tank which was 10,000 initially, if I keep on removing the water, at some point it will become 5,000 liters, right? It will become 5,000 liters. When it becomes 5,000 liters, you will also come to work with me. You will also come to work with me. Who are you? You are the person who will feed the water into the tank. Who will feed the water? How much you will feed the water? For every 1 hour, you will put 300 liters to the tank. I will also be working with you. For every 1 hour, I will remove 500 liters from the tank. The question is, will the tank be emptied or filled? If it is emptied or filled, how much time it will take to empty or fill? That is the question. Clear with the question? Now read the question in your sheet. Please see the question in the sheet. Your question is, an iron water tank with a capacity of 10,000 gallons. It is actually a 10,000 gallon water tank. I just took an example of 10,000 liters to explain you, right? An iron water tank with a capacity of 10,000 gallons has a water supply inlet which feeds water at the rate of 300 gallons per hour. Who is that inlet? You are that inlet. Inlet is the person who is filling the water to the tank. And I told your capacity as 300 gallons per hour. This water inlet starts automatically when the water level goes below the 5,000 gallon mark. That is what I told you. When it becomes 5,000, you will also start working with me automatically. If there is a hole formed at the bottom of the tank, when the water tank is full, who is that hole? Hole is nothing but the person who is emptying the tank. The person who is emptying the tank. If there is a hole formed at the bottom of the tank, when the water tank is full, how long will it take for the whole tank to be emptied? If the water goes out of the hole at the rate of 500 gallons per hour, that is my capacity. That is what I told in my example also. Clear with the question, right? Clear with the question? First you should understand the question, sir. If you understand the question, half of the question is already solved. Please see here. Please see here. There is a tank. There is a tank. Initially it is completely filled. Initially it is completely filled. 10,000 gallons is completely filled. Only thing that I can do is remove the water. There is a hole at the bottom. Water is coming out from this. I will call that outlet as B. What is the capacity of the outlet? 500 gallons per hour. It will empty 500 gallons per hour. Because emptying is a negative work, I am putting a negative sign. Similarly, there is an inlet. Inlet will start automatically. When this 10,000 becomes 5,000 gallons. When this 10,000 becomes 5,000 gallons. I will call the inlet as A. The capacity of A is 300 gallons per hour. 300 gallons per hour. Clear, right? Clear. Who is working initially? Initially only outlet is working because the tank is completely filled. What is the capacity of the outlet? In 1 hour it will empty 500 gallons. That means initially B, in 1 hour 500 gallons is emptied. In 1 hour 500 gallons is emptied. But how long will he work alone? he will work alone until 10,000 becomes 5,000. That means he should make it as 5,000 emptied. He should make it as 5,000 emptied. Until that he will work alone. 500 is becoming 5,000. Multiply by 10. 1 also multiply by 10. That means B will work for 10 hours alone. B will work for 10 hours alone. Now it becomes 5,000. When it becomes 5,000, A will also start work. A will also start working along with B. Now it is A plus B together. Now it is A plus B together. A is 300 gallons per hour. B is minus 500 gallons per hour. What is A plus B? 300 minus 500 is minus 200 gallons per hour. Will the tank be filled? No. The tank will never be filled. It is always emptying from this point of time. It is in 1 hour. In 1 hour. 200 gallons is emptied. 200 gallons is emptied. But how much need to be emptied still? Out of 10,000, 5,000 was emptied by B alone. Remaining still is 5,000. They both together need to empty remaining 5,000. 200 should become 5,000. 200 should become 5,000. Multiply by 25. Here also multiply by 25. It is 25 hours. It is 25 hours. They both will work together for 25 hours. But what is the actual question? The question is, if there is a hole formed at the bottom of the tank, when the water tank is full, how long will it take for the whole tank to be emptied? They want the entire tank to be emptied. Entire tank means from the starting point till the ending point you need to consider. That means your answer is first 10 hours plus the remaining 25 hours worked by both. Answer for this question is 35 hours. Answer for this question is 10 plus 25, 35 hours. A very good question became a very ordinary question, and it is becoming an ordinary question only because of the concept what we are discussing right now. Understanding? You work out the same problem by some other approach, you will face problems, you will face difficulty in each and every step. Clear with the approach, right? Please make use of the concept what we have discussed in today's class. If you are using a concept of fraction, take my word, you will take double the time what we are taking to solve the problem by using this approach, and that is a fact. You can try it if you are not satisfied. Try the same question by using a different approach. You will only realize the importance of using this approach. Clear, right, sir? Please write on this. I think first you should understand the question. Once you understand the question, solving the problem is not a difficulty. Clear, sir? So let us summarize what all we discussed from the starting. First we started with a very simple point. Work is considered as constant. That one statement will make lot of difference in this chapter, right? We started with some easy questions. Slowly we increased the level of difficulty. We moved on to some questions based on salary based questions, Neha and Bhuwana question. Then we moved on to some questions which are based on compound ratios. Then we moved on to some questions where work is constant. Then we moved on to some questions where we can solve without using pen also. Actually, there are two questions, 11th and 12th question. 11th question is a question where both are and conditions. Then we need to use the concept of many into days is equal to constant or many into days is equal to work. 12th question is a question based on or and condition. So it is based on a concept called as date divided by and by or. 13th and 14th, very important question. Questions based on alternate days. 15th, 16th, 17th. So it is a question based on pipes and cisterns. I think by now you must have realized that both pipes and cisterns and men and days, both are more or less the same approach, right? You need not use a separate approach or a separate concept for solving a question on pipes and cisterns. Clear with the approach? Fine. Thank you very much. Please write on the heading, profit, loss and discount. One of the most important topic for any competitive examinations. Most of the students face very difficult by solving profit, loss and discount problems. Let us see how easily we can solve a problem on profit, loss and discount. Profit, loss and discount. Please see here. Before we move on to the problems, if you see the board, there are around 13 formulas that are written on the board. There are around 13 key points rather than telling the formula. But let us solve in a way where we will not use any of these formulas written on the board. Let us understand what is the meaning of the formula or what are the meaning of the key point which is written on the board. See here. I will explain each and every point so that it will be very clear for you. Please see here. First is profit. I need not explain what is the meaning of profit. I think everyone knows what is the meaning of profit. Selling price. Everyone knows what is selling price. Cost price. Everyone will also be knowing what is cost price. Right? See here. If you look at the terminology. Next is again loss. Loss is already a familiar terminology for all of the students. If you see the third one and the fourth one, key points which are written on the board. First is the profit percentage. Second one is the loss percentage. See here. Profit percentage is profit upon cost price into 100%. Similarly, loss percentage is loss upon cost price into 100%. You need not by heart any formula. Listen to this carefully. Suppose, assume that the cost price of this pen is 100 rupees. Suppose if this pen is costing 100 rupees. Assume that I sold it for 130 rupees. Selling price is 130 rupees. What is the profit percentage? Profit percentage, most of the students will immediately tell it as 30%. The only reason why you are telling it 30% so fast is because this number is given as 100. If I change this number from 100 to some other value, you will not tell the profit percentage so easily. Or you will apply a formula. SP minus CP by CP into 100%. Please do not use any formula, sir. Please here. Let us solve without using any formula. Profit percentage. You have a numerator, you have a denominator. Similarly, you have cost price, you have selling price. You have cost price, you have selling price. Which is the initial activity that is happening, cost price or selling price? Cost price is the initial activity that is happening. Why cost price? See here, suppose if I want to sell this pen for you, first I should purchase the pen, right? If I don't purchase the pen, how can I sell the pen for you? Right? That means if I want to sell this pen for you, first I should purchase the pen. That means first thing that is happening for me is purchasing the pen. Purchasing the pen is nothing but the cost price. The next thing that is happening is after I purchase it, I will sell this pen for you. Then it becomes the selling price for me. Right? In any transaction, the initial thing that is happening is cost price. You have a numerator, you have a denominator. Your denominator is always your initial value, always. Whether you are using a profit loss or discount problem, you are solving a time speed and distance problem, time and work problem, whatever the problem you solve, your denominator always represents the initial value. Initial value is cost price. It is 100. 100 should come in the denominator. Then what is your numerator? Please see here. Cost price is 100. Selling price is 130. 100 is becoming 130. How much increase is happening? 30 rupees increase is happening. How much increase is happening is always your numerator. 30 by 100 is nothing but 30%. One more example. Suppose cost price is 100 rupees. Selling price is 60 rupees. What is the loss percentage? Please again don't use any formula for loss percentage and waste your time in your examination. Please here. Loss percentage. Cost price and selling price. Which is the initial activity that is happening? Cost price is the initial happening. If you observe your third key point, profit percentage is profit upon cost price into 100%. Loss percentage is loss upon cost price into 100%. You need not by heart any formula. Please see here. Suppose cost price is there, selling price is there. I need to find profit percentage. Let me give some example. Suppose the cost price of this pen is 100 rupees. This pen costs 100 rupees. I want to sell it for 130 rupees for you. I want to sell it at 130 rupees. What is the profit percentage? Profit percentage is 30%. Some of the students know 30%. See here. The only reason why you are telling so fast as 30% is because I gave this number as 100. If I change this number from 100 to some other value, you will not tell the answer so fast. Or you will apply this in the formula. No need of using any formula. Please see here. You have cost price, you have selling price. Profit percentage. Numerator by denominator. Listen to this carefully. Cost price is there, selling price is there. Which is the initial activity that is happening in any transaction? Cost price or selling price? Suppose, see here. Suppose I want to sell this pen for you. If I want to sell this pen for you, first I should purchase the pen, right? Then only I can sell the pen for you, right? If I don't purchase the pen, how can I sell it for you? Right? That means if I want to sell this pen for you, first I should purchase the pen. That means Purchasing the thing is the first thing that is happening for me. That is nothing but the cost price for me, right? The first thing that is happening for me is the cost price. After I purchase the pen, I will sell this pen for you. Then it becomes the selling price. That means in any transaction, cost price is always the initial thing that will happen first. That is happening first, right? You have a numerator, you have a denominator. Your denominator is always your initial value. Your denominator is always your initial value. Whether you are solving a problem on profit, loss and discount, time, speed and distance, time and work, whatever the topic you take, denominator always represents the initial value. Which is the initial thing? Cost price or selling price? Cost price. That should come in the denominator. So 100 is written in the denominator. So what is the numerator then? See here. 100 is becoming 130. How much increase is happening? 30 rupees increase is happening. How much increase is happening? Will always represent your numerator. Your numerator is 30. 30 by 100 is nothing but 30%. Similarly, suppose if I give you one more example. Cost price is 100 rupees. Selling price is 1 or 60 rupees. Let me take it as loss case. Selling price is 60 rupees. What is the loss percentage? Again, please don't apply formula and solve and waste your time in your examination. Cost price, selling price. Initial activity is cost price. Write it in the denominator. 100 is becoming 60. What should be your numerator? 100 is becoming 60. There is a decrease of 40. Your numerator represents how much increase or how much decrease. If it is decrease, it is called as loss percentage. If it is increase, it is called as profit percentage. But unfortunately, students will by heart two formula for profit and loss percentage with a waste of time. Understanding? Please don't remember any formula. Please don't by heart any formula. Just remember 2 points. Denominator always represents initial value. Numerator always represents how much increase or how much decrease. If it is increase, it is called as profit percentage. If it is decrease, it is called as loss percentage. Clear with that point, sir? Next, please see here. Fifth point. If you observe the fifth and sixth key point, fifth and sixth key points are nothing but the derivatives of third and fourth key point. You solve those two equations, you will get equations 5 and 6. You will get equations 5 and 6. Please see here. Till the sixth key point. Any doubt? I think all the terminology should be very clear for you. These are the terminologies what we studied in the school days. Profit, selling price, cost price, loss, profit percent, loss percentage. Till sixth key point it should be very clear. Please see here. After sixth key point, there are some terminologies that you need to know. Listen to this. Seventh key point. Margin percentage. What is margin? What is discount? What is market price? What is markup? There are 4 terminologies which might be new for you. Let us see what are those terminologies mean. See here. First of all, what is margin? Margin percentage. If you observe, every time I will remove this, what is that? Pen will fall down. Okay, just 1 minute. Let us cut it. Or I will continue. What is margin percentage? Please see here. What is profit percentage? Profit percentage is profit upon cost price. Similarly, margin percentage is profit upon selling price. Profit upon selling price. That means if you tell what is the profit in terms of cost price, if you speak in terms of cost price, how much is the profit? It is nothing but a profit percentage. Suppose if you speak in terms of selling price, how much is the profit? It is nothing but a margin percentage. That is the only difference between profit percentage and margin percentage. Margin is also in a way profit only. It is also in a way profit only. Right? Next, please see here. What is discount? If you observe here, profit percentage numerator is profit. Loss percentage numerator is cost. Right? Cost price is always, denominator is always your initial value. Denominator is always your initial value. Next, what is discount? What is market price? What is markup? What is markup? Listen to this. I'll erase this example what I have written here so that I can explain you very clearly. Listen to this carefully. What is discount, market price and markup? Suppose I want to buy this pen, or maybe let us take an example like this. I am the owner of a shopkeeper. I am the shopkeeper in a way. I am the shopkeeper. I own a shop. What is my shop? My shop is having pens of this kind. My shop is having pens of this kind. You are my friend. You wanted to purchase this kind of pen. You wanted to purchase this kind of pen. You called me. You called me and said that you are coming to my shop. I said, please come to my shop. Please come to my shop. You said to me that you want to buy this kind of pen. I asked you to come to my shop. I opened the pen. before you came. I opened the pen. The pen was showing as 80 rupees MRP. The pen was showing as 80 rupees MRP. That means I brought this pen at 80 rupees somewhere else. I brought this pen at 80 rupees somewhere else. That means the cost price for me is 80 rupees, right? The cost price for me is 80 rupees. You came to my shop. You are coming to my shop. What I did is I wanted to gain some profit. I wanted to have some profit. So what is that I did is I thought that the sticker was showing as 80 rupees. I removed this sticker. I replaced the AMC sticker which is showing as 100 rupees. I replaced the AMC sticker which is showing as 100 rupees. The sticker whatever I am putting, it is my own sticker. It is my own sticker, right? What is written initially, that was cost price. I removed that sticker and replaced my own sticker, or in a way I can say that I removed the original sticker and marked my price of my own. That price is called as market price. Clear with that point? That price is called as market price. For example, cost price, I brought this pen at 80 rupees initially, which was showing as 80 rupees initially. I removed the sticker. I marked my own price. That became a market price. Assume that I marked it as 100 rupees. So market price became 100 rupees. Market price. Instead of market price, I can also tell that I listed the value as 100 rupees. It is also called as list price. Market price and list price both are synonyms. Right? Here. Initially it was showing 80 rupees. You came to my shop. I replaced the sticker before you came to my shop. Now it is showing as 100 rupees. So what you will do, you will take this pen. You will see that it is showing as 100 rupees. It is showing as 100 rupees. But you don't know that I replaced the sticker. You will think that actual price is 100 rupees. You will see the 100 rupees. You will pay 100 rupees for me and you will leave the hall or you will leave the shop. That means you are paying 100 rupees for me, but I bought that pen for how much rupees? 80 rupees. Am I not making profit there? I am making profit. How much profit I am making there? I am making 20 rupees profit. That kind of profit, that kind of 20 rupees profit in this example, what I am making when I replaced it with my new sticker, which is called as market price, that kind of profit is called as markup. Markup also in a way it is profit. Margin also in a way it is profit. Markup also in a way it is profit. But the actual fact is you are my friend. You are my friend. It was showing as 80 rupees earlier. I removed and replaced my own sticker of 100 rupees. You are coming to my shop. You saw that it is showing as 100 rupees. Because you are my friend, will you pay 100 rupees for me? Definitely you will not pay 100 rupees for me. You will ask me for some discount, right? You will definitely ask me for some discount. You said to me that I want a discount of 10% of this pen. You want a discount of 10% is what you asked me. I agreed for that. I gave you a discount of 10%. I gave you a discount of 10%. So what is 10% of 100? 10 rupees. I gave you 10 rupees discount. I sold it for you at 90 rupees. 10 rupees discount from 100 rupees is nothing but 90 rupees. That means selling price of this pen for me is 90 rupees. I sold it at 90 rupees for you. See here. I think the example is very much clear, right? Please see here. Let us not by heart any of the formula. Let us derive the formula. Listen to this carefully. What is the markup? How much profit I am making in this case? 20 rupees profit. What is the 20? Can I write the 20 as 100 minus 80? 100 minus 80 is nothing but 20 only, right? This 20 is nothing but the profit which I am making from market price. That profit is called as markup. What is this 100? 100 is nothing but market price. What is this 80? 80 is nothing but cost price. That means markup is nothing but market price minus cost price. That is what I have written here. Markup is nothing but market price minus cost price. Suppose if I want to express markup as a percentage. Markup percentage is, suppose if it is profit percentage, numerator is profit. Loss percentage, numerator is loss. Markup percentage, numerator is markup. What should be the denominator? Denominator always represent the initial value. Cost price is there, market price is there. Which is the initial activity? Cost price is the initial activity. That should come in the denominator into 100%. That is what I wrote here. Markup percentage is markup by cost price into 100%. Similarly, see here. It was written as 100 rupees. He asked me 10% discount, that is nothing but 10 rupees in this example. I sold this pen for 90 rupees. I sold this pen for 90 rupees. What is this 10 rupees discount? Can I write 10 as 100 minus 90? 100 minus 90 is nothing but 10 only, right? Right? That means 10 is nothing but discount. It is discount. 100 is nothing but market price. 90 is nothing but selling price. Your discount is nothing but market price minus selling price. That is what I have written here. Right? That is what I have written here. Similarly, if I want to express discount as percentage, discount percentage is numerator will be discount. What should be the denominator? Denominator always represents the initial value. Market price is there, selling price is there. Which is the initial activity? Market price. That should come in the denominator into 100%. That is what I wrote here. Discount percentage is discount by market price into 100%. Clear, right? You need not by heart any formula. You should know how to derive the formula. If you know how to derive the formula, if you know the example what I told here, just remember this example. You can derive almost all the formulas which are written there. Approach clear, right? Let us solve some problems without using any of these formulas. Probably if we discuss around 20 to 25 problems, only in around 2 to 3 problems we will use some formula. And that too the basic formula saying that profit is equal to SP minus CP. We will not go beyond that formula. Understanding? No need of that. You might ask me a question. Why did I write all these formulas? I wrote all these formulas to scratch it and tell you that it is absolutely waste of using this formula. Nothing else. Understanding? You should know the logic to derive the formula. Use a formula. I am not telling not to use formula. If you are using a formula, know how to derive the formula. Clear, right? Let us start with the problem. Please see here. First 5 to 6 problems, very simple problems. Let us see how to solve a problem on profit, loss and discount with the first 5 6 problems. After 6 problems, we will slowly increase the level of difficulty. Please see here. Listen to my first 5 6 problems. Please don't write anything. Please see here. First question. First one. Prashant sells his watch for 180 rupees at a profit of 20%. At what price did Prashant purchase the watch? Prashant sells his watch for 180 rupees. Selling price is 180 rupees. Profit percentage is given at 20%. What is the cost price they are asking? What is the cost price they are asking? Please see here. Please don't substitute all these values in the profit percentage formulas and waste your time in your examination. Let us use a different approach. See here. 20% is 20 by 100. 20 by 100 is 1 by 5. We already discussed how to convert a percentage to fraction, fraction to percentage in percentage topic, right? Please see here. 1 by 5. Profit percentage is 1 by 5. What is the meaning of 1 by 5? Your denominator always represents the initial value. Initially it was 5 rupees. Initial value is nothing but cost price. Cost price is 5 rupees. If it is profit percentage, numerator is profit. Profit is 1 rupee. Cost price is 5 rupees. Profit is 1 rupee. So what should be the selling price? I took this pen for 5 rupees. I made a profit of 1 rupee. That means I should sell it for 6 rupees. Selling price is 6 rupees. According to me, selling price is 6 rupees. But according to the question, selling price is 180 rupees. 6 rupees should become 180 rupees. Multiply by 30. 5 also multiply by 30. Your answer is 150 rupees. Over. No formula, nothing. Clear with the first question? Second one. These are very easy questions. First 5 6 questions you will understand the basics of profit, loss and discount. Please your second question. Bhuwana purchases 10 articles for 3 rupees. That means purchasing is nothing but cost price. Cost price of 10 articles is 3 rupees. That is what is given in the first statement. And sells 15 articles for 4 rupees. Selling price of 15 articles is 4 rupees. Find the profit or loss percentage. Find the profit or loss percentage. Please here. Whenever you encounter something like this, always make in the form of SP by CP. Always try to reduce it in the form of SP by CP. If I write this is equal to 10 CP is equal to 3. This is 15 SP is equal to 4. SP by CP. 15 SP divided by 10 CP. It is nothing but 4 by 3. SP by CP will be equal to SP by CP. This is 5 into 3, 5 into 2. It is 8 by 9. SP by CP is 8 by 9. Why am I making use of SP by CP form? Please see here. SP by CP is 8 by 9. You want to find profit percentage or loss percentage. Suppose you substitute in the formula. Suppose if I use Profit percentage is SP minus CP divided by CP into 100%. If I simplify this, SP by CP minus CP by CP is nothing but 1 into 100%. This becomes SP by CP is 8 by 9. 8 by 9 minus 1, it becomes minus 1 by 9. Minus 1 by 9 is nothing but 1 by 9 is nothing but 11.11%. Negative sign represents loss. Actually, it is not profit percentage. Because of the negative sign, it is a loss percentage. Answer for this question is 11.11% loss. But you are wasting your time by doing all these things. You are applying a formula, simplifying that, again substituting, again simplifying that. You are doing 4 steps extra, sir, which is waste of time. Please see here. Why SP by CP? What did I tell you initially? Your denominator should always be the initial value. Which is the initial value? Cost price is the initial value. Make cost price come in the denominator. That is enough for you. Please see here. See here. Initially it was 9 rupees. Write down in the denominator. Initially it was 9 rupees. Write down in the denominator. 9 rupees is becoming 8 rupees. 9 rupees is becoming 8 rupees. From 9, how much decrease is happening? 1 rupee. Your numerator is always how much increase or how much decrease. From 9 there is a decrease of 1 rupee. Decrease represents loss. Decrease represents loss. 1 by 9 represents 11.11%. Over. Why are you applying the formula of profit percentage or loss percentage and wasting your time? Understanding the approach. You need not by heart any formula. Denominator always represents the initial value. 9 is the denominator. Write down 9 is the denominator itself. 9 rupees is becoming 8 rupees. There is a decrease of 1. Numerator is 1. Decrease represents loss. 1 by 9 is nothing but 11.11%. That is what we got here. Understanding the approach? Same way we will solve all the questions. We will never use a formula what is written on the board. This formula is just to make you realize that it is waste of using it. Clear with the approach? We will never use any formula. Unlike 1 or 2 problems, we will just use a basic formula. Profit is equal to SP minus P. Clear sir? Please write down these 2 questions. Clear, right? First question also we never used any formula. It is just a concept that you need to know. Denominator always represents the initial value. Numerator is how much increase or how much decrease. Clear? Can I move on to the next question? Third one. See, I'll call third and fourth question, which are of similar model. Third question. Profit percentage is 16.67%. Margin percentage is how much? Margin percentage is how much? See here. Profit percentage is 16.67%. 16.67% is nothing but 1 by 6. That is what I told you while solving percentages. Whatever the fraction to percentages we learned in percentages topic. It is the most important topic for profit, loss and discount, time, speed and distance, SICA, whatever the topic it is. It is very, very important, sir. You need to know how to convert a percentage to fraction, fraction to percentage. See here. Profit percentage is 1 by 6. What is the meaning of this? Denominator always represents the initial value. Cost price is 6 rupees. From 6, there is an increase of 1. Profit of 1. Profit is 1 rupee. So selling price should be 7 rupees. Selling price is 7 rupees. You require margin percentage. Margin percentage is nothing but, if I talk in terms of selling price, it becomes a margin percentage. It is nothing but profit upon selling price. So profit is 1 rupee. Selling price is 7 rupee. 1 by 7 again convert back to percentage. 14.2857%. Over. Same approach. Suppose it is the reverse. Fourth question is the reverse of third question. Suppose margin percentage is 37.5%. Find the profit percentage. Find the profit percentage. See here. 37.5% is nothing but 3 by 8. It is 3 by 8. What is the meaning of margin percentage? Profit upon selling price. Profit upon selling price. Profit is 3 rupees. Selling price is 8 rupees. Selling price is 8 rupees. I sold this pen for 8 rupees and I made a profit of 3 rupees. At what price I bought it? 5 rupees. I bought it at 5 rupees. Cost price is 5 rupees. You require profit percentage. Profit percentage is nothing but initially it was 5 rupees. 5 rupees is becoming 8 rupees. There is an increase of 3 rupees. Or in other words, profit is directly given as 3. You can substitute it. So it is 3. 1 by 5 is 20 percentage. 3 by 5 is 3 into 20 percentage. 3 into 20 percentage is 60 percent. Approach clear, right? Clear, right? Clear, right? So let us start the fifth problem. Please read. I'll again solve two questions. Question 5 and 6. Question number 5. Very easy question. If the selling price of 10 articles is equal to cost price of 9 articles, find the profit or loss percentage. Find the profit or loss percentage. I already told you, whenever you encounter such kind of expressions or equations, always make it in the form of SP by CP. So SP by CP will be equal to, SP by CP is equal to, it is 9 by 10. SP by CP is 9 by 10. After that, you need not substitute in any of the formulas as profit percentage or loss percentage. I already told you a different approach. Your denominator always represents the initial value. Initial value is 10. Write down in the denominator. 10 rupees is becoming 9 rupees. 10 rupees is becoming 9 rupees. That means from 10 upon 10 there is a decrease of 1 rupee. Upon 10 there is a decrease of 1 rupee to become 9 rupee finally. Decrease represents loss percentage. 1 by 10 represents 10 percentage. So it is loss of 10 percentage. Very simple. No need to apply any formulas for any of the problems. Clear? Hold on. Please here. Sixth question. Suppose, sixth is a very good question. Listen to this carefully. By selling 12 articles, Sakshit managed to make a profit equal to selling price of 3 articles. Find the profit or loss percentage. What they are telling in the question, he is selling 12 articles. A person is making a profit and that profit is equal to selling price of 3 articles. They wanted to find the profit or loss percentage. Please see here. What is profit? Profit is given by selling price minus cost price. Profit is given by selling price minus cost price. What they are telling in the question, by selling 12 articles, a person is selling 12 articles. For example, if I want to sell 12 pens of this kind, if I want to sell 12 pens, first I should purchase 12 pens, right? Then only I can sell 12 pens for you. That means if 12 selling price should happen, initially 12 cost price should happen. Then only I can sell 12 pens for you, right? So that it becomes, if 12 selling price has to happen, 12 cost price should also definitely happen. If I want to sell 12 pens, I should purchase 12 pens initially. So, by doing this process, by selling 12 articles, there is a person called as Rakshit. He is managing to make a profit equal to selling price of 3 articles. By doing this process, profit will be equal to selling price of 3 articles. That is what is given in the question, 3SP. In fact, it is also true in the formula also if you observe. It is not SP minus CP, actually it is 1 SP minus 1 CP. What is the meaning of 1 SP minus 1 CP? By selling 1 article, I should purchase 1 article initially. Only when I purchase 1 article, I can sell that 1 article. Same is the question here also. By selling 12 articles, I should sell 12 articles represent. First I should purchase 12 articles. By doing this process, a person is making a profit and the profit is actually equal to selling price of 3 articles. After this it is very simple. Make it in the form of SP by CP. So this becomes 12 CP is equal to 9 SP. So SP by CP is equal to, SP by CP is equal to, this becomes 12 by 9. SP by CP is 12 by 9. So you want profit or loss percentage. Initially it was 9. Write down 9 in the denominator. 9 rupees is becoming 12 rupees. That means there is an increase. 9 rupees is becoming 12 rupees. Upon 9, there is an increase of how much? 3 rupees. Increase represents profit percentage. Increase represents profit percentage. 3 by 9 is nothing but 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is nothing but 33.33%. Answer for this question is 33.33% profit. Approach clear, right? Hold on. See here. Same approach we will use for 7th question. Same approach. Suppose 7th question. A person buys 12 oranges in a rupee. He is buying. So cost price of 12 oranges, it is given as 1 rupee. Cost price of 12 oranges is given as 1 rupee. How much should he sell in a rupee so that he can earn a profit of 20%? They are telling in 1 rupee how much he should sell, how many oranges he should sell, so that overall he will have a profit of 20%. Selling price of how many oranges? Selling price of how many oranges in 1 rupee. In 1 rupee, how many oranges he can sell, so that profit percentage is 20%. Profit percentage is 20%. See here, 20% is nothing but 1 by 5. 20% is 1 by 5. If you observe this, right hand side of both the equations are same. You can equate the left hand side. So this becomes cost price of one article is selling price of some article. That some value only we need to find it. Express it as SP by CP. So SP by CP will become, so it is SP by CP 12 divided by question mark. 12 divided by question mark. See here. Whenever you are getting SP by CP, what is that we are able to find? SP by CP will always give you either a loss percentage or SP by CP will always give you either a profit percentage. SP by CP will always give either a loss or profit percentage. Here also it can be either a loss percentage or a profit percentage. How we are calculating the loss or profit percentage? SP by CP is 12 by 9. I am taking an example of the previous question. SP by CP is 12 by 9. How did I find out the profit percentage? Denominator is 9. Denominator always represents the initial value. The same thing I wrote in the denominator. In this case, denominator is question mark. Write down the same thing in the denominator. How did you write the numerator? Numerator 3 is obtained by, initially it was 9. 9 rupees is becoming 12 rupees. There is an increase of 3 rupees. That increase or decrease, that I was writing in the numerator. If I use the same approach here, question mark is the denominator. Question mark is becoming 12. There is an increase or decrease. We are not able to understand that. We don't know whether it is an increase or decrease. But in the question it is given as profit percentage. So it should be an increase itself. How to find the numerator? We found out saying that 9 is becoming 12, there is an increase of 3. Or this 3 also can be written as 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9 is nothing but 3 only, which is nothing but the numerator minus denominator. Same is the case here also. It is 12 minus question mark. 12 minus question mark. This is nothing but my profit percentage. In the question also profit percentage is given as 1 by 5. Both of them equate it. Once you calculate, simplify it, you will get the value of question mark, because that is the only unknown variable in the given question. So once you calculate it, you will get the value of question mark. Question mark is 10 rupees. That means what they are telling is there are 12 pens. Instead of oranges, I am taking it as 12 pens. There are 12 pens. I sold 12 pens for 1 rupee, or I bought 12 pens for 1 rupee. I am not interested in making profit in terms of money, but I am interested in making profit by keeping some pens with me itself. How many pens I should sell in the same 1 rupee so that I will have 20% profit? That is the question. I took 12 pens for 1 rupee. For the same 1 rupee, I will sell it 10 pence, so that I am having a profit of 2 pence. 2 pence may not be in terms of rupees, but it is in terms of quantity. Profit need not be always in terms of rupees itself, right? It can be any of the parameters also. Clear with the approach, right? First write down these 3 questions. Very basic questions. Slowly we will increase the level of difficulty once we solve around 2 or 3 extra questions. Please write down these 3 questions. Clear, right approach? 5, 6, 7 over. Question number 8. Please see that. Once you understand this concept, most of the questions will look very easy for you. Question Question number 8. See here. A person buys oranges at the rate of 5 for 2 rupees. That means 5 for 2 rupees. Cost price of 5 oranges is given as 2 rupees. Clear, right? See here, 8th question. Once you have understood these 7 questions, 8th question should not be a difficulty. Please see here. A person buys oranges at the rate of 5 for 2 rupees. That means cost price of 5 oranges is 2 rupees. That is what is given in the first statement. A person buys oranges at the rate of 5 for 2 rupees and sells them at the rate of 7 for 3 rupees. Selling price of 7 oranges, it is given as 3 rupees. Find the profit or loss percentage. Over. I already told you how to do it. 7 SP is equal to 3. 5 CP is equal to 2. So divide one by the other. 7 SP by 5 CP is equal to 3 by 2. So SP by CP is equal to SP by CP. If you cross multiply, you will get 15 by 14. 15 by 14. Denominator is always your initial value. 14 should come in the denominator. 14 is becoming 15. Upon 14, there is an increase of 1 rupee. Upon 14, there is an increase of 1 rupee. See here. 1 by 14 we did not discuss in percentages to fractions conversion when we did percentages topic. 1 by 14 can be written as half of 1 by 7. 1 by 7 is 14.2857 percentage. 14.2857 percentage. Half of 14.2857 is 7.1428 percentage. So this is the increase, therefore it is nothing but profit percentage. Profit percentage is 7.1428 percent. Clear it up, right? Very simple. You need not buy out all the fractional values. You know some fractional values. From that, try to extract the other values. Clear, right? Clear, right? Clear? Please see here. Question number 9 and question number 10. Very good question. Question 10 is the extension of question 9. First listen to question 9. Once you understand question 9, question 10 will be very easy to solve. Please see here. Question number 9. A factory sells its product to the distributor at a profit of 10%, who in turn sells it to the retailer at a profit of 8%. If the retailer pays rupees 2376 for the product, find the factory cost. Find the factory cost. If you observe this question, there are 3 persons involved in this question. One is the factory, the other is the distributor, the other is the retailer. See here. Since the question is involving more of percentages, let us assume the factory cost as 100, which is asked in the question, right? Please see here. Question 9. There are 3 people or there are 3 parameters: factory, distributor, and the third person is retailer. Because there are percentages involved in the question, I will assume the factory cost as 100. This is my assumption. You can take any other value, still you will end up with the same answer. Please don't take it as X and all those things and make yourself complicated. Okay, please clear. Factory sells its product to the distributor at a profit of 10%. He will make 10% profit and he will sell it to the distributor. What is 10% of 100? 10 rupees. He will make 10 rupees profit from 100 and he will purchase at that price. That means how much will distributor purchase it? He will purchase at 110 rupees. Similarly, who then sells it to the retailer at a profit of 8%. Who then refers to distributor. Distributor will make a profit of 8% and he will sell it to the retailer. 8% of 110. First of all, what is 1% of 110? 10% of 110 is 11 rupees. 1% is 1.1 rupees. After 2 places, keep a decimal point. 1% is 1.1. 8% is 8 into 1.1. 8.8 rupees. He will make a profit of 8.8 rupees and then he will sell it to the retailer. That means the retailer will purchase it at 118.8. Next, what is the next statement? If the retailer pays rupees 2376 for the product, according to me, retailer is paying 118.8, but according to the question, retailer is paying 2376. Find the factory cost is the question. What is the factory cost is the question. 118.8 is becoming 2376. Multiply by 20. What is 100 into 20? 2000. Answer is 2000. The beauty about this way of solving is, suppose if the question asks, find the distributor cost, that also multiply by 20. Distributor cost is 2200. It is 2200. Whatever the parameter, let them ask. It is not only like first parameter needs to be asked. Let them ask any of the intermediate parameters in the given data. You can easily find out by multiplying that by a multiplying factor. Everywhere you need to multiply by multiplying factor. In this question, it is a multiplying factor of 20. Clear, right? Same approach let us use for the next question. Please here. In this question there are only 3 parameters. Let us extend the same logic to number of parameters. Please your 10th question. Please your 10th question. If you see the 10th question, I will read the question first. A manufacturer sells to the wholesaler at a profit of 20%, who in turn sells to the dealer at a profit of 12.5%. The dealer sells to the retailer at a profit of 20% and the retailer to the customer at a profit of 10%. If the cost of manufacturing the product for the manufacturer was 1000 rupees, find the price paid by the customer. Find the price paid by the customer. See here. I will again read the question. Let us read the question sentence by sentence so that it becomes easier. First of all, after reading the question, what did we understand? There are 5 parameters involved in the question, or there are 5 persons. First is the manufacturer, then it is the wholesaler, then it is the dealer, the third person is the dealer, the fourth person is the retailer, and the fifth person is the customer. It is exactly similar to the previous question. But there are only 3 parameters involved in the previous question, now there are 5 parameters. It makes no difference. Please here. I'll assume the manufacturer cost as 100 rupees. This is my assumption. This value is according to me. Finally, I should convert according to the question. Right? Please here. Read the first statement. The manufacturer sells to the wholesaler at a profit of 20%. 20% of 100 is 20. He will make 20%, 20 rupees profit and he will sell it. Wholesaler will purchase at 120 rupees. Who in turn sells it to the dealer at a profit of 12.5%. 12.5% is nothing but 1 by 8. What is 1 by 8 of 120? 1 by 8 of 120 is nothing but 15. That means he will make a profit of 15 rupees and then he will sell it to the dealer. Dealer will purchase at 135 rupees. 135 rupees. Next statement. The dealer sells it to the retailer at a profit of 20%. What is 20% of 135? 10% of 135 is 13.5. 20% is 2 into 13.5, 27. 27 rupees more from 135. It is 162. Retailer will purchase at 162. Next statement. And the retailer to a customer at a profit of 10%. What is 10% of 162? 16.2. He will make 16.2 profit from 162. So customer will purchase at 178.2. Clear to this point, right? Next. If the cost of manufacturing the product for the manufacturer was 1000 rupees, according to me, cost of manufacturing the product for the manufacturer is 100 rupees. But according to the question, it should be 1000 rupees. 100 is becoming 1000. Multiply by 10. What is asked in the question? Find the price paid by the customer. Customer also multiply by 10. So your answer is 178.2 into 10 is 1782. Suppose if they ask, what is the price paid by the dealer? Answer is 135 into 10. 1350. Let them ask any intermediate. That's what I told in the previous question. Let them ask any of these intermediate parameters or the values. You will easily get the answer if you are using by this approach. If you are solving by this approach, because it is just a matter of multiplying factor. Understand, right? Please don't take x here and make yourself complicated, because there are more number of percentages given in the question. You will keep on solving by using percentages with x mixed. It will be a very tedious process. Right? Please assume whatever the value you want initially. 100 is a good number to assume because it is in terms of percentages. You don't want 100. You assume some other value. Till you end up with the same answer as 1782. Clear? Please write down, sir. Very, very important question. Question 9 and 10. Clear right approach? Question number 11. Please see here. This was a very good question. Question 11. Please see here. First I will read the question. There are two questions in question 11, question A and question B. I will solve question A, question B you can easily solve without using pen once you understand question A. Please see here, 11th one. 2/3 of a consignment is sold at a profit of 6% and the remaining at a loss of 3%. If the total profit is 5,400, find the value of the consignment. See here, what they are telling us. This is a complete product. This is a complete product. This is 2/3 of the product. This is remaining 1/3 of the product. Just an example I am telling you. This is 2/3 of the product. This is remaining 1/3 of the product. This 2/3 of the product I am selling at a profit of 6%. I am selling at a profit of 6%. The remaining 1/3 of the product I am selling at a loss of 3%. Right? When I combine both of them and check out what is the total profit I got at the end of the day. The total profit is, how much is the total profit? 5,400 rupees. They are asking what is the value of this product? What is the cost price of this product? Total product they are asking. Right? Please here. Listen to this carefully. I will solve it in two methods. Whichever method you want, you can implement it. Please here. Method 1. What is that they are asking? What is the value of the consignment? I am assuming the value of the consignment. Let me assume some value, whatever I require. Suppose, if I assume the cost price as 100 rupees, why 100 rupees? One example to tell why 100 rupees is, if I take 100, the advantage is, the question is given in terms of percentages, 6%, 3%, which is nothing but 6 by 100 and 3 by 100. Denominator will be 100 and it will cancel with this 100, so that I can eliminate the fraction, right? See here. But there is a problem with taking 100 rupees. 100 rupees is not a good number to take in this example. Why it is? Listen to this carefully. 2/3 of a consignment is sold at a profit of 6%. 2/3 is sold at a profit of 6%. Total cost price I am assuming it as 100 rupees. 2/3 of 100. What is 2/3 of 100? 2/3 of 100 is 200 by 3. Remaining 1/3 of 100 is 100 by 3. First product. This product is costing me 200 by 3. This 1/3 of the product is costing me 100 by 3. 200 by 3 plus 100 by 3 is nothing but 300 by 3. 300 by 3 is nothing but 100. That is my assumption. But the problem with taking 100 in this case is 200 by 3 and 100 by 3. It is a fractional value. It is a fractional value. If I work out in the same way, every step I will keep on getting the fractions. If I keep on getting the fractions in each and every step, my problem obviously will become a tedious process, right? Solving that problem will take a lot of time rather than solving by whole numbers. So let us try to eliminate that fraction. How to eliminate that fraction? See here. I have the denominator as 3 in both the cases. Denominator is 3 in both the cases. I should eliminate this 3. If I want to eliminate this 3, what is the number that should be present here? The number that should be present here should be a multiple of 3. Suppose if I take 3 here, 3 and 3 cancels and I will get a whole number. If I take 12, 12 and 3 cancels, I will get a whole number. If I take 30, 30 and 3 cancels, again I will get a whole number. But if I take some multiple of 3, 3, 6, 9 or 12, whatever it is, I will get whole number in this case. But again I have some other fraction called as 1 by 100. That is nothing but my percentage. That means The best number to take here is it should be a multiple of 3 and it should also be a multiple of 100. Multiple of 3 to cancel this 3. Multiple of 100 to cancel 100 in the denominator, which is a percentage value. Clear with the approach? Take a number which is a multiple of 3 and a multiple of 100. What is the number which is a multiple of both 3 and 100? It is multiple of, it is nothing but a 300. It is nothing but 300. Instead of taking the cost price as 100, take the cost price as 300. Clear with the approach, right? Take the cost price as 300. Even if you take 100 also, you will end up with the same answer. But you will definitely solve the question by wasting lot of time, because you will end up with fractions in each and every step. Clear, right? Why 300? Now see here. If I use the same logic, 2/3 of 300 will become, it is 3 into 100 is 300, 2 into 100 is 200. You are not getting a fraction. You are not getting a fraction. Similarly, 1/3 of 300 is 3 into 100 is 300, 1 into 100 is 100. Again you are not getting a fraction. Again you are not getting a fraction. That means there are two products now. There are two products. Cost price of first product is 200. The cost price of the second product is 100. Total cost price is 300. Total cost price is 300. See here. 2/3 of the consignment, it is sold at a profit of 6%. This one I am selling at a profit percentage of 6%. What is 1% of 200? 2 rupees. 6% of 200 is 2 into 6, 12 rupees. That means I am selling it at 12 rupees more. Selling price of the first product is 12 rupees more, which is 212. The second product, it is sold at a loss of 3%. 3% of 100 is 3 rupees. 3 rupees loss on 100 is, it is 97 rupees. 97 rupees. If you observe here, total cost price is 300. 200 plus 100. Total cost price is 300. Total selling price is 212 plus 97. It is 309. Total selling price is 309. I purchased this article at 300. I sold it at 309. What is the profit? Profit is 9 rupees. First of all, why am I finding the profit here? Please read the question. The question says, if the profit is rupees 5,400, if the total profit is 5,400. See here, before solving 23rd question, just listen to my statement. You will understand my statement, then we will execute the same thing in the 23rd question. Please see here. Suppose assume that you have a shop. You have a shop, you sell pens like this in your shop. I am coming to your shop. I came to your shop and asked you, what is the cost of this pen? What is the cost of this pen? You told that this pen cost 20 rupees. This pen cost 20 rupees. If I ask you, what is the cost of this pen? You told this pen cost 20 rupees. That does not mean that I am purchasing only one pen, right? I just asked you what is the price of one pen. That does not mean that I am purchasing only one pen. If I can purchase 5 pens, 7 pens, 9 pens, or one packet of pens, whatever I wish I can purchase that. That means if I ask you the price of per pen, that necessarily does not mean that I am always purchasing only one pen. It can be any number of pens. If I know the price of one pen, I can multiply the same thing for number of pens also. That is the approach. Same thing we can use for the 23rd question also. Please see here. If you observe the next question, 23rd question. A man buys oranges at the rate of 6 for 2 rupees. That means a man buys oranges at the rate of 6 for 2 rupees. Cost price of 6 oranges is given as 2 rupees. Similarly, what is the meaning of cost price of 6 oranges is 2 rupees? Cost price of 6 oranges is 2 rupees. That does not mean that I purchased only 6 oranges and I paid only 2 rupees for you. 6 oranges is costing 2 rupees. That does not mean that I am purchasing only that much quantity and I am paying only 2 rupees. Understanding, right? Similar to the example what I told earlier. What is the second statement? And sell the whole lot at the rate of 7 for 3 rupees. Selling price of 7 oranges is 3 rupees. Selling price of 7 oranges is 3 rupees. In this process, he gained rupees 20. How many oranges did he purchase? How many oranges did he purchase? See here. Whenever the question or the expression or the equation is in this form, what did I tell you? Find out profit, express in the form of SP by CP. If I write it SP by CP, 7 SP is equal to 3, 6 CP is equal to 2. Divide one by the other. SP by CP is equal to, SP by CP is equal to, this becomes, 18 by 14. This becomes 18 by 14, right? 18 by 14. 18 by 14 is also equal to 9 by 7. 9 by 7. What is the meaning of SP by CP is equal to 9 by 7? From here I can find the profit percentage value, but I will not find profit percentage. Cost price is 7 rupees. Selling price is 9 rupees. So what is the profit? Profit is 2 rupees. Why am I finding profit in this question? Because the question is also saying in this whole process he gained rupees 20 rupees. They are talking in terms of profit. You also talk in terms of profit. According to you, profit is 20. 2. According to the question, profit is 20. 2 should become 20. Multiply by 10. 7 also multiply by 10. It is 70. That means cost price is 70 rupees. That means actually you went to a shop. You asked that person how much 6 oranges will cost you. He is telling it at 2 rupees. That does not mean that you are purchasing only 6 oranges and you are only paying 2 rupees. Actually, how much you are paying? You are paying 70 rupees. 2 should become 70. 2 should become 70. Multiply by 35. 6 also multiply by 35. What is 6 into 35? 210. You are purchasing 210 oranges. Answer for this question is 210. Understanding? We are not using any formula, any variables. This question can also be solved by using variables. But it is a very difficult or a lengthy process because you will involve so many formulas and simplification of the equations, which unnecessarily will consume lot of time. Clear, right? You should understand the fact that if 1 pen is costing 5 rupees, that does not mean that I am purchasing only 1 pen and I am only paying 5 rupees. Clear, right? Please write down this question. Clear? Please see that. Before I move on to the next topic, I think I already discussed this concept in percentage topic. Just for 2 minutes I will explain the same concept. See here. Successive percentages. Successive percentages. I already explained in percentages. We have solved so many questions based on successive percentages also. Please see here. Successive percentages. Name itself suggests successive is nothing but repeatedly coming again and again. Repeated application of percentages is known as successive percentage. Suppose if I explain the concept, see here. Assume that initially I had 100 rupees with me. My initial value is 100 rupees. I will increase it by 20%. What is 20% of 100? 20 rupees. There is an increase of 20 rupees. I cannot stop at only 1% because it is successive. It should repeat. Again I will apply some other percentage. Let me call it as 10%. What is 10% of 120? 12 rupees. There is an increase of 12 rupees from 120. It becomes 132 rupees. Assume that this is my final value. This is my final value. Right? See here. Initially I had 100 rupees. Finally I have 132 rupees. 100 is becoming 132. What is the overall increase that is happening? 32 rupees. 32 rupees is the overall increase that is happening. That is nothing but 32%. Can I write this 32% as 20 plus 10 plus 20 into 10 divided by 100%? Please check whether it is 32%. 20 plus 10 is 30. 20 into 10 is 200. 200 by 100 is 2. 30 plus 2 is 32. That is what I wrote in the left hand side also. That means instead of 20%, if I call it as A percent, instead of 10% if I call it as B percent. What is 32%? 32% is nothing but overall percentage change. It is nothing but overall percentage change. This is given as 20 is nothing but A, 10 is nothing but B. 20 is A, 10 is B, divided by 100%. Very important notation. Overall percentage change in successive percentage is given by A plus B plus A into B by 100%. Please write on this point. Very important, sir. Please put a star mark on this point. Overall percentage change in successive percentage is given by A plus B plus A into B by 100%. Clear? Please write down the heading. Problems based on. Problems based on. Problems based on faulty weighing balances. 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 Please see here. Again, just listen to my story. If you understand my story, these questions can be solved very easily. Just listen to what I say. See here. Suppose, assume that I am the shopkeeper. Assume that I am the shopkeeper. You are the customer who is coming to my shop. I am the shopkeeper. Let us assume that I have a shop wherein I sell some tomatoes or whatever it is. I will sell some fruits or tomatoes, whatever it is. Assume that this is my shop. This is my shop. I have some tomatoes. Let me take an example. It's just for explanation, sir. You take any example, you will get the same answer. 1 kg, 1 gram of tomato. Assume that 1 gram of tomato is costing me 1 rupee. 1 gram is costing me 1 rupee. I have tomato shop with me. You came to my shop. If I have a tomato shop, to weigh that how much kg I am keeping the tomatoes, I should definitely have a weighing balance with me, right? I should definitely have a weighing balance with me. Whatever the weighing balance I have in my shop, that weighing balance has two phases. One is the count which is visible to me. The other is the count which is visible to the customer, right? The other is the count which is visible to the customer. The weighing balance which is kept, which is visible to me and the customer, it is designed in such a way that whatever the value which is visible to the customer, that is nothing but you. Assume that you are the customer and I am the shopkeeper. Whatever the value which is visible to you, it is actually an incorrect reading. Whatever the reading which is visible to the shopkeeper, which is me, it is a correct reading. The weighing balance is a faulty weighing balance. That is what we are discussing here also, right? The weighing balance is showing a wrong reading. The wrong reading is shown to the customer. The right reading is shown to the shopkeeper. But because that weighing balance is my weighing balance, I know that it is a faulty weighing balance. Will I disclose that to you? Definitely I will not disclose that to you, because if I tell that the weighing balance is a faulty weighing balance, I will lose my business. I will have loss in my business, right? I only know that it is a faulty weighing balance. You are just a customer who is just coming like that and you are buying something. You don't know that it is a faulty weighing balance. Clear with that point? You came to my shop. You asked me, please give me 1 kg of tomato. I told you that I will give you 1 kg of tomato. I told you that there is a go down there. I will go to the go down and I will bring you 1 kg of tomato. I went to the go down. In my go down, I have 1 kg tomato. But you asked me 1 kg. I will not give you 1 kg of tomato. What I will do is that instead of bringing 1 kg, I will put 900 grams of tomato in a cover and I will bring that cover in front of you. By looking into the cover, will you be able to identify that it is only 900 grams? You will not be able to identify. You will think that it is 1 kg. To check it, you will ask me to keep on the weighing balance. I will keep it on the weighing balance. The reading which is shown in the weighing balance, whatever it is showing to me, it is showing the correct reading as 900. But whatever it is showing to you, it is showing the reading as 1000 grams. It is showing the reading as 1000 grams, which is nothing but 1 kg. That means the shopkeeper is trying to cheat the customer by using a faulty weighing balance. That means what you will assume, you will think that it is actually 1 kg tomato, but actually it is only 900 grams tomato, right? This 900 grams, I brought it somewhere in some other shop. For 1 gram I paid 1 rupee. For 900 grams, how much I will pay? 900 rupees. That means cost price for me is 900 rupees. Cost price for me is 900 rupees. Similarly, you assumed it as 1000 grams because it is showing as 1000 grams fault for you. You don't know that it is only 900. You thought it as 1000 grams. You will pay 1 gram 1 rupee. For 1000 grams, you will pay me 1000 rupees. That means I sold that product for 1000 rupees. Selling price is 1000 rupees. Selling price is 1000 rupees. Now, what is the profit percentage? Profit percentage is initially it was 900. 900 is becoming 1000. Upon 900, there is an increase of 100. 100 by 900. 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is nothing but 11.11 percentage profit. Clear with the example, right? This is exactly your next question. Please see your sheet. Please see your 24th question. Your 24th question is exactly the same question what I told. If you see the 24th question, your 24th question is the spring balance of a trader shows 1 kg for 900 grams. That is what I explained in my example also. It shows 1 kg for 900 grams. Find the profit or loss percentage if the trader marks up the price 10% above the cost price. Forget about the last statement. Forget about the last statement. Suppose if the question is the spring balance of a trader shows 1 kg for 900 grams. Find the profit or loss percentage. That is the end of the question. What should be your answer? Your answer is profit percentage is 11.11 percentage. Profit percentage is 11.11 percentage. But the question will not end here. The question still continues further. What he is telling, if the trader marks up the price 10% above the cost price, that means I am not satisfied only with 11.11 percentage profit. I still want to get more profit. How much I still want to get? I still want to get 10% more profit. 11.11 percentage, 10 percentage. 2 percentages are there. Apply successive percentage. Just now we discussed successive percentage. A plus B plus A into B by 100%. Apply it, you will get the answer at 22.22%. Over. Answer for this question is 22.22%. You just need to remember the example what I told us. If you remember the example, it is a very easy question. You need not apply any formula, any variables, nothing as such. Clear, right? Hold on. I'll solve 2 more questions, then you can copy it on. 25th question. Please see your 25th question. 25th also similar way. 25th. A trader sells at a markup of 10%. Initially, he wanted to make a markup of 10%. Markup also in a way it is a profit only. I already explained you initially, right? Second statement. At the same time, he uses a 1 kg that weighs only 900 grams. That is the same example what I told here. How much profit I will gain from that? 11.11% profit. Next, I will gain 11.11% profit. What is the profit percentage? What is the overall profit percentage? Same like this. 11.11, 10. Apply successive. 10 and 11.11. Again apply successive percentage. You will again get 22.22%. Answer for this question is profit percentage of 22.22%. Clear with these 2 examples? Please write down. This example what I told is important, sir. If you understand the example, you can create any question of your choice. Right? Please write down the question. Clear, right? Last question. Very good question. 26th question. Please see that. Before again I explain the 26th question, again just listen to me for 1 minute. You will understand 26th question much better. Please see that. Listen to this. Suppose I purchased this pen for 10 rupees. Cost price of this pen is 10 rupees. I sold this pen for same 10 rupees for you. Same 10 rupees I sold it at. Selling price is also 10 rupees. I purchased it at 10 rupees. I sold it at the same price 10 rupees. What is the profit? What is the profit? 0. You are telling that no profit is happening. See here. Actually 0 profit is incorrect. Why 0 is incorrect? Listen to this carefully. Please see here. Suppose I took this pen for 10 rupees. I sold it at the same 10 rupees for you. You are telling that it is a 0 rupees profit. It is 0 rupees profit, right? Only if you talk in terms of money transaction, right? What did I tell you? I purchased it at 10 rupees. I sold it at the same 10 rupees for you. Suppose here, I took this pen initially. I paid 10 rupees. I used 3/4 of the ink in this pen. I used 3/4 of the ink. Only remaining 1/4 of the ink is present. Now I am selling it for the same price for you. Will I not get profit? Am I not gaining here? I am gaining here. I am not gaining in terms of rupees, but I am gaining in terms of some other parameter. That means the first mistake a student will do is profit is always in terms of rupees. That is the first mistake students will do. Right? Profit need not be in terms of rupees. It can be in terms of materialistic things also. Just for example, I purchased this shirt for 500 rupees. I used this shirt for 2 years. I sold it at same 500. Am I not gaining something? I am definitely gaining, right? Am I gaining in terms of rupees? No, I am not gaining in terms of rupees. But I used this shirt for free for 2 years. That is not in terms of rupees, but in a way it is profit only. Understanding? Profit need not be in terms of rupees. You will tell a statement saying that after listening to this class, I gained knowledge. Gain is also nothing but profit only, increasing, right? I gained knowledge. Gaining is nothing but profit. Gained knowledge means, are you gaining knowledge in terms of rupees? No, but still you will use the word called as gain only, right? Knowledge is not in terms of rupees. Profit necessarily need not be in terms of rupees. That is the first thing that you need to understand. After understanding, please read your next question. You will understand it much better. See here. What is the question number? 26. Last question, sir. Please see here. 26th question. A dishonest dealer mixes 1 kg of sand with 5 kg of rice and sells the entire mixture at 25% more than the cost price of the rice. What is his net profit percentage in the transaction? Assume that the sand comes free of cost. See here. Assume that I am the dishonest dealer. You came to my shop. You asked me 6 kg of rice. What I did is, I mixed 5 kg of rice. I added 5 kg of rice and I added 1 kg of sand. And sand is coming free of cost for me. If I add 1 kg of sand, you will not realize that I have added sand because I will mix it. I will mix it so nice that you will not realize that I have added sand to it. That means because sand is coming free of cost for me, it is in a way profit only for me, right? It is a profit. See here. How much profit I am getting? Initially, I made it as 5 kg rice. Initially, it was 5 kg. From 5, I increased it by 1 more kg. From 5, I increased it by 1 more kg. So, percentage dilution is nothing but it is in a way profit percentage only. 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is nothing but 20%. I am having 20% profit, may not be in terms of rupees, but in some other form. Okay? Next. What is he telling? He sells the entire mixture at 25% more than the cost price of the rice. First I am getting 20% profit because I am doing some unethical activities. Next I also wanted to make 25% profit. Then 2% apply successive percentage. 20 plus 25, it is 45. 20 into 25 by 100. 20 into 25 by 100 is, it is 5. 45 plus 5 is 50%. Overall profit percentage is 50%. Clear with the approach? Very, very simple way of solving. You need to understand the reasoning behind the question. You need to understand the question. Understanding? Once you understand the question, the solving the question is never difficult. Clear, sir? Please write down the question. Approach clear, right, everyone? Okay? Fine. Just to finalize the thing, let us see what all we discussed in profit loss and discount. First we wrote some key points. within 2 minutes or 5 minutes we realize that the key point is actually a waste key point, right? We need not use any of those key points unless it is really required in a particular problem, right? We started with some basic questions of SP by CP forms, all those type of questions. Then we slowly increase the level of difficulty. We also solved some questions on there are two parameters, the manufacturer selling to the wholesaler, dealer, all those kinds of problems. The advantage of solving in that particular way is any particular parameter as asked, you can just use a multiplying factor. Then we moved on to 2/3 of a consignment. So I told you that cost price should be 300, and I also told you the different approach. Cost price is nothing but profit upon profit percentage, which will give you the answer for any number of parameters very easily. Then we discussed FP is equal to FM into FD. It is a relationship between profit percentage, markup percentage, and discount percentage. Then we discussed some problems on we discussed 3 key points in fact. Cost price of 2 products are same, selling price of 2 products are same, all those things we discussed. And selling price of 2 products are same, profit and loss percentages are not same. That also we discussed with an example. Right? Then we discussed some beautiful questions. Question 19, 20, 21, 22, all are very good questions. Nowhere we are using a formula. Nowhere we are using a variable called as x. That is the beauty of solving the problem with logic. Right? You need to know the concept. If you know the concept, you can rule the world. As simple as that. We solve some more questions wherein it increases by some value, or it is more by some other value, something like that. Whenever the question is like that, take a value of your choice. Find out how much more it is according to you. Find out, convert according to the question at the last step. Then we solve 3 or 4 questions based on faulty balances. The example which I told for faulty balances, if you remember, that is more than sufficient to solve any question on faulty weighing balances. It becomes very easy for you to solve that question. Clear with the approach, right? Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think you should solve more and more questions, practice more and more questions. If you have any doubt, please come back to me. Clear, sir? Thank you very much. Thank you.